Yeah.
Yeah.
Playable again.
Look, we tried.
Oh, saved it.
I did it. I did a thing. We're live. That was abrupt, hey? Just no preamble whatsoever. I didn't even do a sound check, so I don't know if Brian's even going to appear. He is. Everything's fine. Probably.
Hi. How's it going?
Yeah, no, you're good. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So, hey, stream, welcome back to Roll for It Rain, the Monday game. The Tuesday game's on pause for a little while. The long and short of it basically is a player in the Tuesday game had a real life family thing come up, so they got to take a step back for a little while. So what that means is that game is going on pause, but have no fear. We've moved Al over from the Tuesday game to the Monday game. Assuming he doesn't get rejected by the party, we'll see how that goes. And if he does, he'll just make a new character and hope that one doesn't get rejected. Who knows? We'll see. In any case, I don't know why two of these people are touching their noses and shit, but all right, whatever. Like, you guys are like
I can't,
sitting there like
so.
this, and I'm like, what the fuck are they doing?
Just us slowly adding more fingers to our nose.
I was gonna grab my wife to put more fingers on too.
I see. Okay.
Wait, can I get my foot up here?
Like, I was just sitting there and I'm just like, what the fuck are they doing?
You know,
Stay
be
on
there too.
target. Yeah.
Partially to distract you.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Sorry we missed out last week. It was Halloween. So did the whole trick-or-treating thing. That was cool. I got like a pillowcase full of candy. I mean, not me, my nephew.
Was it as good as you thought it was going to be?
It was about as torturous as I thought it was going to be, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
Perfect.
I was nice, so I took the entire pillowcase full of chocolate that he got and completely dumped it in the garbage. So,
Oh, nice.
good for me. I was prepared. I went to Walmart ahead of time and got like 100-pack of assorted chocolates and stuff, so I dumped out his candy and just dumped the box into that. I was like, there you go. Yeah. Can't be too careful these days. Not that I was worried, but I was just like, why not? It cost me like $12. Anyway, not important. That's neither here nor there. Okay, so Tuesday from now on is going to be no longer Rain Tuesday, unfortunately. We're actually going to be playing Princess of the Apocalypse, and Brian is going to be DMing that. So Al, he's the one over there between Scratch and Deck, the one that just waved. He's going to be DMing, and a couple of us are going to be playing in that. It's going to be fun. Yeah. I'm an air genasi. Never played one of them before. That'd be cool. Anyway, Thursday, of course, we had Dragon Lord. It is going still. It is fun and very confusing. Let's see. That's pretty much all I got to talk about. If you got Twitch Prime, go ahead and subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Twitch stream. Go live every 6:30 to 9:30, 10 o'clock-ish. And Tuesday, 6 to 9-ish. And then Thursday, 6:30 to 9:30, 10 o'clock-ish. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Anybody else got anything that they want to talk about? Okay. Subscribe. Aside from that, who wants to do the recap? That is a wildly inappropriate picture for you to send, Taylor. Jesus.
You love it.
I kind of do. Low-key love it.
Okay, so Brian didn't touch his nose.
I think Brian gets the recap from his character's point of view.
Oh, actually,
We wanna know?
we could. We'll do his and one of
Alright,
you
alright.
guys.
And then I'll do the recap.
Okay.
Perfect,
Okay.
perfect.
Cool. Yeah. Al. You just sent me a message. Hold on. I'm guessing it's what am I allowed to say?
Yeah, that's part of it.
Go on. Jeez, you type slow. Okay, cool. All right. Whew. Yeah, go for your recap, and then we'll have. Oh my God, these gifts. Okay, you go ahead, and then we'll do Derek's after you.
Okay. Starting from when, I guess.
The last time you were on stream, I guess.
Do you actually want me to recap last session plus the stuff we talked about?
Sure, if you want to.
Alrighty.
Whatever you want to share.
So, last time on Dragon Ball Z, we decided to go back to a temple that came out of the ground and clean up the mess we made with a lot of mummies, and that was completely fun. Before we did that, we ran into some purplish, bald-headed looking guys that definitely didn't have tentacle faces or float. And they were very, very not hostile, but then we poked them a bit and they decided to fight us, so we killed them. Anyway. Yeah, went down to the crypt, triggered a trap. Some of us got caught inside the temple, some of us caught outside the temple. Tried to open the door, couldn't, so I just teleported in, killed off the mummies. Found this really completely benign looking tome in the sarcophagus that Wee Woo just completely loved. Had to throw him in the bag of holding to teleport us back out. Pulled him back out by his hair. He was still firmly planted with his nose in the book. Yeah, that's about it. For the session, anyway. Between sessions, sent a bunch of messages to various people, trying to check in and see what everybody's up to. Got back to Lilton. Turned in a contract, got paid. Broke up with my party. Did some shopping sprees, went on a few dates. And tried to find some information about teleportation circles. And then some more dates. That was it.
Yep. All of that is accurate.
Feels like a Robbie recap.
Right?
Robbie is his Dragon Lord character. And he's a big hoe.
Apparently I have a type.
Big hoes.
All right, and Scratch.
We are attacked by a huge burrowing creature in the night. We murdered it, and none of our horses got eaten this time. Yogurt conjured a ghost to explore the inside of the hazardous corpse, but didn't turn up anything. We decided to break for a dice game with the ghost to cool off after the fight. We played Monastery Yahtzee, and the ghost won. We slept for the night, and after breakfast, we noticed that in the turned earth that the worm had left, there was a haversack full of potions. So we started microdosing on the potions, and we gained a whole bunch of strength and hauled the cart manually across the landscape towards Lilton. We ran
I forgot about that.
We did, yeah, we did microdose on that, yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
I did too. That's hilarious.
Oh God.
We came across a creature that evening who spoke Abyssal. It was some kind of bull demon creature that claimed to be waiting for its commander, Dek. So we fed him some roast cow for dinner. His name was Taraz. We proceeded into Lilton and found Dek at a table enjoying the bake sale. We reunited with him. He's a bit apprehensive with our connections to GRI. He spoke with them, looking for ties to them potentially stealing children as food ingredients. Aurelia and Mud were at Thunderbucks, so we headed into the back room to, just collect ourselves and found 6 corpses there that we just put in Yogurt's bag. Meanwhile, in his interrogation, Dek played a high-stakes game of snakes and ladders with Piotr and Roselda. He was staying with them in hopes that he was going to keep the child safe. Back in the shop, I cut off my finger, and we talked about future plans. Dek continued his game of snakes and ladders and tried to convince the child to leave with him, insisting that he was in danger. He cheated at snakes and ladders, and then left the GRI cart. We learned many things at the end of shift when Aurelie joins us. Zaxar has been frequenting our establishment. Our business has been killing and stacking people in the back room. Lord Reen Caldwell was killed by O'Reilly. She carried out a contract on the secret menu and poisoned him. In completely unrelated news, the Lord Rain's widow is selling her warehouse, and we might be interested in it. And we have banked 8,925 gold pieces in our absence.
Yep.
That's where we left off.
And that's just what we have in that, right?
Yeah, that's not
Or
the
is
party
that-
bank.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Enter capitalist.
that's over the last 15 days minus expenses
Not even that
At this
long.
location.
at this location.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Now
only
you got
this
We're
one.
two more
franchised.
starting up in Zizith.
Yes. Excellent.
Yeah. You know, when I started writing this campaign, I never anticipated that you guys would literally franchise a coffee shop. And
I feel like we've tried to franchise in every campaign.
Yeah.
In some way or another. Like the other one, we were trying to franchise. We literally franchised our brand into being gods.
yeah.
And then what was the prior? We did
There's
something
also
with
bread
money.
house.
Don't forget the bread.
Yeah, the bread house too.
Bread house.
Yep, bread house.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, it all
Basically, you
comes
started
back
like
to
an
money.
underground
Yeah.
cult and all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was like, okay, yeah, how do I make this work? What's reasonable for like a cost? Okay, well, that's how much a Thunderbucks cost. How many people would go there per day? And when I started adding it up, I was like, oh my god, that's 650 gold pieces a day. What the fuck? Like, I mean, it's the first coffee shop in existence, so I mean, it makes sense. But then you guys are gone for 15 days, and I'm like, that's $9,000. How in the hell? Yeah.
We have a war to,
finance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Plus,
I
we
mean,
gotta have so many replacement horses because we seem to be losing them left, right, and center.
we got a mercenary coda, found, so yeah, we got shit to
True.
do.
True.
Merchant Guild.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, perfectly legitimate
Right.
merchant guild.
We
Perfectly
are
legitimate merchant guild.
branding differently.
Right.
'Cause we're smarter.
Definitely not rivaling any of the existing mercenary companies or impersonating them in any way.
Mm-mm.
Right.
No. Wouldn't
So
want that.
when we left off, you'd just been given the chest of gold by Aurelie, and then we called it right then because it was like, mic drop. Here's a fuckload of money. See you next week. So you guys are in Lilton, in Thunderbucks. Chest of gold has just been dropped there, and holy fuck, you're rich. And go.
Do we have a bag of holding to put all the gold in?
Let's not use yogurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to contaminate it with all the grimy shit.
All the bodies.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll use our
Yeah.
new haversack. That could be like just the gold bag.
I like that idea.
Yes.
That sounds good.
I think the haversack might actually just be a backpack. I'm not sure at this point. Do you want to see if we put the chest of gold in it, if we can just lift up the haversack and it's totally fine?
Well, who has a haversack?
I don't remember.
Why don't
It
we
wasn't-
not risk the gold in something we don't know what it is?
All right, guys, I can make enough room in my bag. You can't see me right now, but I'm there.
Okay. Let's just make sure it doesn't land in the butter. Or are the cows in yours, or are they in yogurts?
Yeah, I got some cows in mine.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll just put it between the butter and the cows.
All right. Oh, hold
Oh,
on a
hey,
second.
question. Since I'm back now, I gave you guys some stuff. Can I have it back?
I was actually just looking at my finger, and here, do you want the ring?
I don't remember what I gave everybody.
I'm gonna
Gave me
show
something.
you.
I think I had a necklace. I think it was the Periap of Healing.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's not
Periapt of wound
I
closure.
was pointing to my neck. Sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm pointing to my neck when I say that, and I'm
Thank
like
you.
starting to take it off. You
Thank
want
you.
this, right?
Abso-freaking-lutely, I want that
Alright.
back.
Yep. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here you go. And I'll hand you back the Deck of Illusion.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that one. Cool. Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna delete that from mine then. Boop.
There's one card missing from the Deck of Illusion, right? Because
I
what's
think it
her
was
face?
the bandit that they used.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to keep
appeared.
track of which one was used?
Well, that one was just. Yeah. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, I think each one is only one-time use.
Yeah, because they're deck of
Oh
illusions.
my god, he
right?
has one of the cows that we killed in his hand.
Right? Yeah, so
Okay.
it's the bandit that was used out of the Deck of Illusions. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Okay, I will mark that down in notes on it, I guess.
All right.
Oh, guys, I forgot to ask. Can I make a giant spoon?
Of
I take a
course.
little bit of cold.
Yeah. Do what you
Yeah.
need, man.
Do you want to take? Do you want to get a quote from the smith, and then I'll just give you the full amount from the party bank?
Yeah, if we could do that, that'd be cool.
I got to go get some things quoted at probably a carpentry shop.
What cool shit should I get? I didn't really expect to, us to get this much money from this shop. Like this.
What-
Wow.
Maybe
I could
some
get-
armor?
Just a little bit of your blood
What?
for the thing.
What? Oh, right. I mean, yep. Sign me up. And I just kind of like, what?
It doesn't matter. I'll just. I've got. I do have glass bottles. Sweet. I take some in a glass bottle. Just want to make sure I get the recipe right.
Don't forget, we have a bunch of contracts to turn in because we haven't been back to Norma Merc Co. in a while.
Yeah.
Ain't that
You
the
are
truth?
correct.
No, we got to go
Oh.
there next. This
Yep.
was just a quick stop.
Yeah. Well, we're
Also,
still
yeah.
in the evening, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
also have your mithril armor or adamantium armor.
Adamantite. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, from
Well,
forever ago.
I'm pretty sure I don't really want to wear armor, too much, but I'm just
Well, I think it
kinda,
was for
thinking.
scrap. wasn't it?
No,
scratch
no,
was-
but he's talking.
No,
he's
no,
thinking
I-
about
I-
purchases.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
purchase.
Because we got all this money, and it's like, oh, we're in town, Yeah. I'm gonna build a room full of special containers, and I'll sort it with the underlings at Thunderbucks to get. Oh, we're gonna go buy that warehouse, right?
Oh, yeah. We
Oh.
should check how much that costs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I won't buy anything until that happens.
All right, well,
Check
I
it
think
real quick.
let's get your quote maybe, and then on the way. blah,
Yeah,
blah,
you
blah.
need the spoon. We should get
Yeah.
the spoon.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a giant spoon. Like that can't cost
Yeah,
that much.
you earned the hell out of that spoon.
It is a giant.
That and I feel like there's a world where, you're like stirring over a cauldron, and then you like spin around and fucking just, I don't know.
Yeah,
be
yeah.
good.
No, just,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm looking for a magic spoon. Just FYI, just letting you know.
You're looking for a magic spoon, or you want to have one made?
I want to have one made, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah, I might want to have a magic item made too.
Yeah, what's the magic item market like?
Yeah.
Very much non-existent.
I was gonna say, the main place we can get stuff is like the Merc Co's, is it not?
Mercenary companies will have a very small amount of magic items. People just generally don't have them. The only people that would are people of excessive means or Zaxxar.
Hey, that's us.
Because since Bjorn and Gardak did their thing, Zaxxar has traveled the world, scouring the world for magic items, trying to collect them and store them and basically keep them out of unsavory hands. Because people clearly can't be trusted, from his perspective.
All right.
So, there
Well,
are
that's
wizards. They will enchant weapons and armor and all that stuff. If you want to make a magic item, they absolutely can do it. It's going to take time and money, but they can do it. And then, obviously, mundane stuff can be made, of course. There are plenty of magic items that are in the world that just haven't been found.
What about like I'm just looking up like tattoos. Apparently, there's magical tattoos. Is that a thing?
That is a thing. You have to
okay.
find somebody who can do that tattooing.
It
Requires a magical ink.
Yeah, it'd be like a barbarian thing, I'm assuming.
Not necessarily. Wizards
Oh,
can do
really?
it.
Okay.
Anybody
Oh,
with the
interesting.
magic ink theoretically could do it. Whether or not they have the skill to do the tattoo is one thing, but yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, that might be something. I was
Yep.
just curious.
No worries.
I've never seen that before ever.
There's regular tattoo shops that you can go and get tattoos done, and then if you bring them the magic ink, they will actually tattoo you using that ink, and that will imbue the magical property.
And then yeah, because they're like they know what they're doing with the tattooing at least. Yeah.
But you would
Okay.
have to... most of them... I don't want to give too much away. put it
No,
this
yeah,
way.
that's fine. Just
Most-
leave it like that.
Yeah.
That was enough. That was like a pretty good hint. in my
You'll
opinion.
have to source the ink. Let's put it
Yeah,
that way.
exactly.
Cool. Yeah.
No red bread.
Oh, we want to go by the warehouse, but it's probably late.
It is late.
Yeah.
Yep. It is late.
We could just do it in the morning.
Yeah.
Do you, I mean, Jackerson, do you think your spoon making place is open?
Probably not.
Yeah, okay.
Probably tomorrow. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Should we just go hang out at a bar or something? You know, at a tavern?
Yeah, sure.
I could
Yeah.
drink. It's been a while
I mean,
since we've actually been in a crowded place full of people.
I feel like we're staying for the night, kind of. You know, might as well get a little rest and then, you know, head over to Norma.
Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah.
Is O'Reilly still here?
Yeah.
Where would you recommend we drink in town?
I mean, anywhere really. No Rats is good. If you don't mind the clientele. Oh geez, hold on, let me.
We were at No Rats here before. I
Yeah,
remember
that's
that.
where we went to last time.
Yeah, it's a good
You know
place.
what, guys? You know what, guys?
Yeah.
Why don't we have an after party here?
Oh, yeah.
I got the cart. I'll hook it up. I'll get some food. You guys go get some alcohol.
We,
I like
Where-
this.
Are we in the back right now?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, in the back room.
I mean, I'm just gonna look around. We cleaned this up, right? I'm pretty sure someone
We cleaned the bodies off the floor.
magically cleaned up the smell and stuff. I thought afterwards.
Oh yeah, somebody used prestidigitation, right?
I thought so, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
coffee kind of covers the smell of everything. Just burn it a little.
I thought we did that prior, but I wasn't sure. But
I'm actually being serious, by the way. At like crime scenes where there are dead bodies, they burn coffee. They put coffee onto a pan and just heat it, and it covers the smell.
oh
Didn't know that. Thanks, Jeffrey Dahmer.
no,
What?
Store that one for later.
That's funny.
I guess
Okay,
we're-
well, who's going on the booze run?
I mean, I guess.
I'm gonna-
I can go grab some.
I want to help Jackerson with food.
Let's go get the cart.
All right, sounds fair. Let's go get booze.
I'll go get some booze.
Yeah, let's go.
If one of you guys gets a magic potion, we can microdose.
Oh
Yeah.
I mean, I have oil of slipperiness, but I don't know how I feel about eating that.
I was gone for 4 days, and I come back.
Wait,
Y'all are druggy.
does oil of slipperiness make us difficult to grapple?
It gives us freedom of movement. We
Or is
cannot
it-
Oh my
grab someone
god,
restrained or
that
anything.
would be so good.
Or is it just a laxative?
Ooh. I cannot be restrained on the inside.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. All right, well, sure. I'll tidy up here, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, I
So,
go with
Who's going?
Jackerson.
Yeah, I was gonna say who's going to get drinks.
Me and Scratch are going to be cooking food right now. We're cooking some cows.
Okay.
we're going.
Is there anybody outside left over from the bake sale that we can like get in on this? Do we want wait? Do we want a private party or like an out loud party?
Oh, an out loud party.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I
No,
feel
yeah,
like
we want to celebrate.
Oh.
Yeah. Mhm.
Why don't we call this like the opening night of the Merchants Guild? Our Merchant Guild.
impromptu party.
I'll give them free alcohol and free food.
Did Mud already go home, really?
I feel like-
yeah, he left about an hour ago.
I feel like we need to go turn in our stuff first, and kind of like cut ties there. Then
We
before
should probably sever
Yeah.
ties with Norma Merc before we.
I mean, they probably wouldn't care about a merchant guild, right?
We still wear their rings.
Yeah, I mean, if we're still like obligated to finish those jobs. We don't know we finished them yet, so
I'm good with whatever.
Yeah, same.
I'm cooking food.
I mean, I think we just have a party for the store.
I agree. We need to get somebody outside with the sign and get people back in here. If Mud already went home,
I
mean,
mean,
I
I could
could-
get Mud.
I could go. I could spin it for a little bit if you want.
why don't you carry it with you on your way to getting liquor?
Yeah. I'm just kind of like I'm gonna just keep pointing it, right that
Oh.
direction.
Why don't you put like follow me for alcohol?
Maybe you put that on my back.
All right, hold on.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
all
go
right,
grab. Jay, I'm going to write follow me for alcohol.
Yeah, make an intelligence check.
I'm doing it. I hope I fail.
I kind of hope you do too.
so bad.
My next question is, how are you attaching it?
Don't worry.
I was going to
Nail
get to
for me.
that. But that sounds... Oh,
9.
I love it.
Perfect.
I love it.
Perfect.
Pretty bad.
I actually need to put D&D Beyond on.
So this is what it actually says.
Alcohol.
Nah.
Wait, I don't see it. Where's it at?
I typed in the chat. In Foundry.
It works. You understand. That's you just need to understand.
It was a 9. It's close enough. It gets the point across.
Uh-huh.
Is it good, guys? Does it look good?
Looks perfect.
Fantastic.
Follow for alcohol. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start walking off with yogurt.
All right. And where are you guys going to purchase said alcohol? Are you going to No Rats or where are you going?
No, that's probably fine.
Probably.
It is the closest. It's in the same district, so
Yeah.
it's not so hard.
Yeah.
And you guys have been there.
probably.
So.
Yeah, I mean, all those things make sense. So yeah, let's do that.
So about 15 minutes later, you enter No Rats. You see the familiar proprietor and says, "Oh, welcome back to town." And just over next to him, you see like getting ready next to like a bunch of stovetops and stuff just through the double doors that are held open. You see a familiar Jax just putting assorted meats on the table. None of you paid attention or noticed, but as soon as you guys entered the city, he immediately went to No Rats. He's just in there like putting assorted meats and stuff on the table and getting ready. He's becoming their new chef, presumably. Who knows? But the proprietor is just like, "Hey, welcome back. Look, I heard you guys were back in town. What can I get for you?"
Several kegs.
Oh,
Hey, Joe,
okay.
do you think we should invite Jax or not?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Jax, read the sign.
I'm gonna turn around.
I gotta make an intelligence check for him. I don't get it.
Follow me for alcohol.
Oh, that's what that says?
I mean, I didn't write it.
Yeah,
Okay.
looks fine to me.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Sure. Fuck it, I'll party.
Whoa!
But we need to buy the kegs though.
Yeah, that's right. The proprietor just looks over and goes, yes, let me see how many kegs I have in the back room. As I frantically try and Google prices. Okay. Proprietor comes back and goes, "Okay, what kind would you like? I've got poor quality ale, medium quality ale, and good quality ale. And then I've got a barrel of fine wine. And a barrel of cheap wine."
How much is the barrel of fine wine, and then the barrel of the good ale?
One barrel of fine wine would be 50 gold pieces, and one barrel of good quality ale is 8 gold pieces.
Yeah,
Wait,
take a bunch of that.
That sounds really okay. Yeah, can we do that? And then if we want more, we can like get more, right?
Sure. If I might ask, how many people are you having drinks for?
Who knows? We'll see.
A lot.
Right. The reason I ask is because it sounds like it's going to be a lot, and one barrel, knowing how you guys drink, might tide you guys for the night.
Are you trying
That's
to
2
upsell
barrels.
us?
And that's it. No, I'm just saying, and he grabs one of the barrels and, like, it's quite large, but, he just puts it on the counter. And you see it's, not quite the size of, like, a regular keg, but it's not like a Heineken mini keg either. It's, like, somewhere in between that. Probably looks to be about 30 pounds. Maybe the size of, like, a 30-pound propane tank. So, not super large. And he goes, once you tap it, I mean, you're probably going to get 20 mugs out of this. Maybe 30 if you stretch it.
Okay, I see. How about like let's do 5? How about
Okay.
what Joker? Do you think we like wine more or the ale? I mean, the ale's really cheap.
Probably the ale. I don't know if anyone wants to drink wine. Maybe one wine, just in case.
All right. Sorry, these are dry as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do 4 of the good ale and then 1 of the good wine.
Right. Okay, we can do that. So 8, 16, 32 gold. So total is 82 gold pieces.
Hey Joe, did you bring money?
No.
I have 17 gold. That's not enough.
I mean, just bring it over. And we'll pay you before we like open them. How's that?
Sure. Though if I'm delivering, I will expect a tip.
Yeah, dude. Let's
Okay.
go.
Fair. Jax and I will deliver it in about an hour. Where are we delivering it to?
Bring it to Thunderbucks.
Okay, you got it. We will see you there.
While people are away,
Mhm.
I would like to cast Augury.
Okay.
I pull out. I guess I want to ask. Oh, wait, what is the wording of Augury? 1 second. Where's Augury? There. Super Nolan from. Basically, I'm asking if it's a good idea to give Scratch some of my blood to make a clone.
Okay.
Because I don't really think it is because of who my deity is, but I'm like,
I'll be right back.
I'm kind of curious.
Sure. So you cast a spell. Takes you a minute. The sticks, bones, or other similar tokens, is used up. And the sticks or bones tokens, whatever you're using, reveals to you weal and woe.
Motherfucker. Gonna like look at them and just go, that's not helpful.
I mean, what did you want? It's a 2nd level spell.
I know. Okay.
Make a religion check.
Religion check.
Okay. The symbol, stick or bone, whatever you're using for it, for woe, took a second to settle, like it was just twitching. Wheel immediately hit, and then the woe one was like teetering, whether or not it was going to go woe or not. That's all I'll give you.
Okay.
Yeah. While you're doing that, back at Thunderbucks, what is Scratch and Jackerson doing?
Well, I'm in Thunderbox doing it.
Right. Wait a minute.
I would just be at like the table, like shaking the sticks or whatever it is, or like playing the cards or something
Yeah.
like that. I haven't picked what I want to use yet, but
All right.
We're cooking. We're cooking. I'm pulling out the cows, and we
Sure.
got some ground beef, and we're cooking.
Okay, go
You
ahead and
don't
make your
use
cooking
nearly as
check.
much sweat as you used to.
Oh no, I got salt.
So it's like a similar thing?
Yeah. It's pretty close. Watch,
Give me
put some on your tongue.
Ah.
careful with
What?
that. You might shrivel up.
I'm not a slug. My mouth tastes all dry.
Yeah, just drink some alcohol.
Oh, now alcohol tastes weird. Why do you put this in food?
It tastes better.
Make a cooking check, Jackerson.
Does Jackerson get advantage because it's Jackerson?
I'll say because it's Jackerson and Scratch is helping you, you can have advantage.
I'll take it. 22. That's
Not
not bad.
Not bad at all.
Take it.
Okay. Yeah, you're
Oh,
cooking.
22 plus proficiency. That's actually 26.
Okay. No
I'd be
problem.
proficient in. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, of course you'd be proficient in cooking. It's all you do. That and kick people in the head.
No, spork 'em.
Spork 'em, right. Okay. Yeah, you're cooking. Things are going well. Anybody else want to do anything? Cool. So, roughly...
Hold on. Aurelie, can I send you to do shopping for me?
Well, it's late, and I don't know who's going to be open.
No,
but what do you need?
I meant tomorrow. Because
yeah.
we're going to be running around doing warehouse stuff, and I feel like if I could save us some trips, I would just rather pay you to do it.
Sure. What do you need?
I need you... We're going to buy some warehouse space tomorrow, but I'd like you to commission 10 large coffins that are vertical and have glass faces.
Yeah, that's gonna be okay. So I mean, not a problem. Absolutely can do. Okay. Sounds expensive. I can either take it out of the shop fund to front it, and then you'll pay that back somehow. I mean, we got to make sure that it lines up for the taxes, but you know, whatever. That's not important. Does this need to be done on the sly? Because that might be hard.
We should do it internally, yeah. I mean, we could just get a carpenter on the payroll instead if that would be cheaper. Because we're going to need to reno the warehouse anyways, right?
Right. I will reach out to some contacts and let you know.
Okay, how about we do that instead? And then we can just make a whole bunch of plans and just have them build stuff for us.
Sure. And
Because if we're doing a warehouse renovation and coffee stuff and we probably should have a carpenter.
And if they get a loose tongue, we cut it out.
Yeah, we'll just get more carpenters.
Well, you don't need to. Once you remove the tongue, they can't speak. What are they going to do? Run away?
They can write stuff down.
Well, then we maim their hands.
And then they can't do woodworking.
Yeah, they wouldn't be carpenters.
This is why you're the business owner.
We'd have to give them the GRI for their garden. Which, by the way,
I heard that. Excuse me, what's GRI?
We're cooking here.
Scratch.
It's a cooking term.
It's super loud in the wagon. I couldn't hear you over this cauldron. But also, think about everything off the secret menu. We could probably be just exporting the leftovers to GRI for the. Just tell them it's for the garden.
Right. I should probably also mention it's less so of a secret menu and more so somebody knew who I was. It's not. I'm not using the shop as a front. I don't want anybody to get the. I want to try and keep the business separate. If you want to make the business together, we totally can. But the whole
we should keep it separate for now until we become more official.
Right. The whole thing with
coffee first.
Right. The whole thing with Bartalon, that was just I took a job on the side, you know. So yeah. But I mean, yeah,
good.
Your call. You're the business owner. I mean, you tell me what to do, I'll do it.
We're going to the warehouse tomorrow. Find us a carpenter. We'll be
Okay.
good.
Can do. All right.
Actually, if you're doing stuff like that, can you find someone to make me a giant spoon?
Sure. What do you want it made out of?
Metal. Silver,
you-
probably.
Okay.
Yeah, silver.
Yeah.
Okay, a silver spoon. How big? So like a sledgehammer sized?
Yeah. That's like a giant pot. Like if you had like a really big pot, you need a really big spoon. That's what I need.
You talking like a wok?
No, big.
I'll conjure a mall so that she has a reference point for size.
She just looks at
just
it and goes,
like
"Oh, okay, yeah, I can.
Yeah.
I know who to ask. I can get that done. No problem."
see, scratch. You know what to do.
Yeah, when you've
Scratch.
got a
Start spin it. Look it. It's burning. It's
I'm
fucking
just gonna
burning.
I'm just gonna stir it with the mall.
Okay. All right. Probably around now is when Yogurt and Joe would come back.
All right, we got alcohol secured in about an hour.
We
Oh, is delivered?
yeah, because we didn't have the money, so
Oh
yeah.
shit. Here.
Well, I mean, they're gonna deliver it, so we gotta tip them a little extra. But I mean, it was like, I think he said, oh man, I mean, it was like pretty cheap.
Yeah, it wasn't that much.
I didn't. I mean, actually, it was like, I'm pretty sure it was like 8 for the ale, and we got the good ale too. And then I think it was like 50 for the wine, and we only got one of those. So
That's ridiculous. I like
yeah,
it.
it wasn't. Yeah, but we had, like I said, we had a tip because they're delivering, but they're also coming to the party, so woohoo!
So you got how much of each?
4 and 1.
That's 82.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, I'll send them my way. I've got the party bag. I'll just I'll do the
Yep.
thing.
That's what I said. I mean, I was just kind of like, if you get it here, we'll pay you.
I'm sending Aurelia on errands tomorrow. Do you need anything from shops? We're gonna go as a group and do the warehouse thing. But if you guys need anything from the stores, she's picking us up. She's commissioning a silver spoon for our buddy here, the chef. And I thought it'd be proactive if we hired a carpenter. So she's gonna go look for one.
Yeah, sure. I guess softer than hardwood.
That'd be really good. I was thinking, I always heard about like magical tattoos. I was curious if there was somebody in town that might be good at tattooing, or we might find like a wizard. We can combine forces there. But I don't really know. So
Yeah,
that's just,
let's get her to look and bring us back
Yeah.
information on everything.
exactly. Yeah.
Sorry, hold on. Thunderbuck's perspective here. Doesn't she run the shop on the day to day?
Aurelia, can you get somebody else from Klepna to do all this for us? Do we have more employees than just you?
Well, there's me and then there's Mud. I do watch the place, but I can have Mud watch the place and then I'll do the errands. It's no big deal. I can have him do the errands?
Neither seems favorable.
No.
Why don't
I
we
think
just
we
do
need-
the errands ourselves? It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. But also in the future, I think we need more employees.
I agree.
Eventually. You need to fall back into more of a managerial assassination role. I mean, managerial role.
You need underlings, Aurelia. You do.
I mean, I know some people within the branch that I could reach out to, and then there's also within the cult that I could talk to. Is there anybody particularly that has a bend in one way or the other that you would like?
I'd prefer the things from Klepna, but that's because I'm you know.
Right.
So when you say branch and then you say cult, like cult is Klepna, right?
Yeah.
Don't it? Okay,
Yeah.
so what's branch here?
I think those are mostly assassins.
Assassins, thieves, ne'er-do-wells, the like.
Oh yeah, isn't
Watch
Dak
it.
getting assassinated pretty soon? Shouldn't we
What?
like get on that? No, not Dick. The other guy, leader
I
of
mean-
normal guy.
It's
Yeah.
late already. We already
Sorry,
got the
what?
news, you know.
Yeah,
hell,
no,
he's
we
probably
really have to
fine
have
for
this
another day.
party.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're kind of tied up with this party thing.
He's
What?
fine.
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, here. I hand them the list of names that we got from the assassins about potential targets.
I was gone 4 days.
Yeah, you missed a lot.
Yeah, we live pretty large, man.
Jesus fucking Christ. Why are y'all trying to kill my dad? I mean,
Yeah, wait, what?
nothing.
Oh, no.
Oh.
We were sleeping on this.
Hmm.
Is that why
Listen,
your name's so similar?
I mean, I guess so, but I always.
I already feel bad about killing Yogurt's brother.
At least you didn't
What
kill
if
his
I-
mom and dad.
Wait,
Well,
wait,
I feel
which
bad about being there.
which half is he though?
Which half do you think?
I don't know.
Wait, is Dak
Yeah,
an
that's-
angel?
No, he's human.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I'm not worried about that. Then. Wait,
Well, he
no,
might
that means
die.
he can die. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to have the party though. We've committed.
yeah, we already bought alcohol.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
we
I
can't
mean,
not have
Food's
the party.
ready.
What?
It's like
what time is it?
nighttime. Yeah.
It's probably 8:30, 9. Shop just closed like an hour before, so.
I need to go
Yeah.
talk to the guy outside as well. That's something else I need to do.
Which guy outside?
Oh yeah.
The
Big guy.
Minotaur demon guy.
Do you want to invite him to the party?
No.
We have enough food.
It seems like a terrible idea. That would freak out everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yogurt.
Maybe we put him on he's like a spectacle.
Did he seem
Yeah.
impatient?
What,
Or was he
Taraz?
chill?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was just kind of chilling.
He was
Alright,
kind of
well,
chill. He was waiting for you.
That's on the list for tomorrow then.
He ate a cow.
Yeah, he seemed like vaguely menacing, but it was game recognized game, you know? So we just kind of had dinner.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, we
Alright.
kind of fed him a cow.
Kind of weird
Yeah, seemed to like
considering he's like half bull. All right.
Yeah, it was kind of like a
Yeah,
flex on our behalf.
It was fine though. Everything was good. It tastes good. That's
All
all
right,
I think.
Pocket. Let's just have this party and then adding things to the to-do list.
Well, I mean, you can just do that in the morning. I think we just bring him with us. He seemed like he was like your bodyguard. I think.
No, he's gonna be part of the army that I'm now in command of.
Well, perfect. Just bring him along.
Yeah, I guess so.
There's nothing wrong with the half.
You guys
know
are
what?
also
It's
just
good.
taking it in stride that I'm now in charge of the war against the far
Hey.
realm.
Hey, now, we're in charge of a pretty important coffee shop, so
I mean, I'm also part of the coffee shop. Don't cut
Exactly.
me out of this.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
sorry.
We just gotta have more.
Is this a
coffee.
hostile takeover?
Yeah, right in front of you.
All right, let's do this party.
Have you met
go to-
Scratch?
I'll go-
He's from Acquisitions and Mergers.
Next time we
Um,
should just play an Acquisitions Incorporated only campaign.
Right. I need a charisma check
no
from Joe or Yogurt.
Or-
Sorry, both of you or one of you with advantage?
I'm pretty good at these. Do you want to roll two or
I'll give you advantage, I guess.
24?
Solid. Okay, so
Nice.
it's probably been like 10 minutes since you guys got back, and as you guys are kind of like hanging out, talking, whatever, you start to notice quite a large crowd start gathering outside Thunderbox.
Oh yeah, we invited people, didn't we?
I mean, you kind of walked around with a billboard strapped to Joe's back.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take this off now.
So wait, we have the setup from the food fair out front, right? Still.
A couple of the carts are still there. GRI is still there. A couple others have gone in for the
Perfect.
night or gone home.
And there's like tables and stuff, so we can have the party outside.
Yeah, there is some tables.
Not in Thunderbucks.
Yeah.
We don't want to
I'm gonna-
damage the merchandise.
You could do that.
I'm gonna
yeah.
walk over to GRI
Yep.
and cause I took off the sign, but I'm still holding it. I'm
Sure.
gonna walk over to him and I'm holding it backwards probably,
Okay.
like like this.
Yep.
Oh, my bad. I'm gonna turn around, and then hold it up to him.
Okay. Griselda just looks at it and goes, "Wow, whoever wrote that definitely needs more time in school."
Yeah, I mean he's our cook. He makes really good food, but like, it's not quite what we wanted. But it worked. We got some people. If you want, we're starting a party. More than welcome to stay.
Well, I will check with my sisters, but party sounds lovely.
Yeah, I mean, I also know Jackerson would really love a little sprinkle on his food when it's done.
I think not tonight.
Okay.
Unless, let me ask my sisters.
By all means. And I'm just gonna walk away, and then kind of hold up the sign to the other. There's like 2 other vendors still.
Yep.
I think.
There are 2 other vendors probably still there.
I'm gonna walk by and do the same kind of
All right.
routine.
They'll
Not
agree.
stay as long though.
They'll agree to basically leave their tables out. They're not going to contribute any food or whatever, but they'll probably mingle.
Yeah, of course. Feel free to drink our alcohol.
All right.
I'm gonna walk back inside.
Cool. About 40 minutes later, a familiar Jax and I can't find his name. I've been looking this whole time. The owner of No Rats. I fucking still can't find it. The both of them are leading a mule-drawn cart up to your kind of front door, and Jax walks over and kind of opens up the door, and they start unloading the casks or the barrels into basically the front foyer of Thunderbucks, and ask you, where do you want the drinks?
And I just kind of point over to Scratch.
Line them up on the countertop over there.
Sounds good. And they just put them right up on the countertop, and they got all the stuff to tap the kegs, and they just set it down next to each one and show you, when you're ready, you just line this up here, and thunk, it'll knock in the little block, and you can pour.
We have to remember to not get too wasted and take all this down before the coffee shop opens up tomorrow morning, or else it's going to look like a mess in here.
Well, where else
Yeah.
are they going to go to get their magical bean water of waking? I don't think they're going to care.
I still want it to not tarnish the image of
Sure.
our amazing, immaculate coffee company.
I mean, we could.
Magical bean water of waking.
I'll just carry out the keg that we're using, and I'll put it on one of the tables out there.
Fucking genius. Let's do that.
All right, I'm gonna. So-
tap one of the kegs first, and we'll haul it.
Okay.
We got one. We got
wine or ice
one
first?
wine and 4 ale. So I'm gonna bring
That's
out one of the ales because I think we're gonna slam that one real quick. I'm gonna start.
Good
walking
idea.
it out there.
Jax unloads also another large package. It's like in a wooden crate, roughly like 30 inches by 30 inches by like 8 deep. And he kind of sets it out on one of the tables and goes, whenever you're ready, just open this up. I've been curing it on our travels, so it's ready to be eaten whenever.
Ooh, nice.
And then the owner of No Rats goes, also, I need the payment for the
That's this
drinks."
guy. I'm pointing
Yeah.
at Scratch.
Let's see.
Tip the
What was
man.
what was the total? 82.
82, and I did mention that since
Plus
I'm
tip.
delivering, I would like a decent tip.
How's 90 even sound?
Sounds like a decent tip.
Fair.
And like
I
I
hand
said,
him 90 gold pieces.
we
Okay.
might need more too.
He accepts it and says, "Well, thank you very much. I will. I'll hang out for a little bit if you don't mind. Mingle with the townsfolk and the like. But I do have to get back to the shop. There's currently nobody in there, except for my waitress, and I don't trust her to run the place."
It's ready.
I'm gonna go help Jackerson.
Right. As you go back inside, you go help Jackerson. The party begins, and unless there's anything specifically you guys want to do at the party, feel free.
I'm
Our
gonna go
cart
and talk
is-
to Jackerson real quick.
Our cart's open. I'm cooking out of the cart because it
Yep.
can have the thing.
Oh, okay.
And
Yep.
we're like a fucking
We're
food cart.
using it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're using it.
I'm gonna walk up. Have you you said food's ready. I was trying to hook us up with some of that magic.
Oh, did you get some?
Well, I asked, and then she said she'd talk to her sisters, but I'm gonna look around. Do I see them?
You see the three of them kind of huddled and discreetly, whisper yelling at each other by their cart.
I'm gonna just kind of point over there and kind of glance over with my eye.
Here, I'll give you a few plates. Here.
All right. I'll go serve them. I'll go walk over.
Right. As you walk over, Griselda, and Izelda all kind of turn and, "Oh, hello, Joe."
Hi. This is Jackerson's finest. He made it tonight.
Right.
Just kind of offer it to them.
They
Would you guys like a plate?
They each take a plate and start tasting. It goes, "Oh, this is delicious." He wasn't kidding.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Great.
So, do you think this needs the dust or no?
Okay, so here's the thing about the dust. It's a very potent and powerful spice that I would not like to overuse. However, if there is
That's
somebody in particular that you are trying to butter up, let's say, let us know and we'll be glad to portion out a little bit of spice to aid you in your buttering of said person.
Okay, that's great. You really should tell Jackerson that because I'm gonna barely remember half of that by the time I get. Just being honest.
Right. Maybe we'll pay our compliments to the chef after we're done eating, and we'll tell him then.
He would really love that. Thank you.
Not a problem.
And I'll just walk away and just kind of keep nodding as I walk away.
Okay. Little bit into the party, Arelli comes up to you, Scratch. Goes, did find somebody, actually, that can do the errands.
Tell me more.
She just kind of looks over and then up and up and up. And you see Yizik, a familiar minotaur that had stabbed Helga to death in this very building. While Mud held her down. Again. So, yes, it is delightful to see you as well. Kalepna be with you.
Kalepna and you.
Mm-hmm. Is there... Aurelie said something about you needing some things done.
We'll be purchasing a warehouse tomorrow.
Right.
We have some other things in town need doing.
Right.
Jackerson needs a mall-sized silver spoon commissioned at the smithy. And we need to hire a carpenter. And we need to locate someone in town or anywhere, if they're not in town, they're capable of doing magic tattoos.
Okay. So you need a tattoo artist, you need a carpenter, and you need a blacksmith.
Correct.
Done.
Excellent.
Where should I bring them?
Hey, Jackerson.
Yeah, what?
Deck, and anyone nearby? Anyone nearby?
Yep.
Group stuff.
Yeah, I'm here.
That's good.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm gonna send Yizik on our errands tomorrow. Where should he meet us? Should we just get him to meet us back up at the warehouse so we can, spend time there? Or do we want to do it here?
Are you sure we're gonna buy the warehouse tomorrow?
Yeah, let's get him to bring the stuff here and put it in the back room.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
cart's
like it.
The cart's special.
Yeah. Just do it here because it might not take us that long, or it might
That's a
take us
good point.
longer. Like this is easier.
Good point. Okay.
Like one night normally takes us like 3 hours. So
Isaac just
I like that.
silently nods and says, "It'll be done," and then just turns and grabs his mug and just fills up off of one of the kegs and then walks down the street. And,
hold
disappears.
on, no. If you're helping, here, plate,
He's already gone.
and it could.
He's just gone.
Fucker.
He was
I hit
told to
somebody
come to
with
Thunderbucks. He grabbed it. He came. He grabbed a drink and he left. It is not mince words, that one. At some point during the party, Griselda, Roselda, and Izelda all come up to the cart, Jackerson, and all three of them put their very clean plates back down on the cart for you and say, "This was delicious." Yes, it was. I agree. Okay, all three of us are in agreement. Delicious.
Yep.
The large one, Joe, mentioned that you have some need for some dust, and we mentioned the dust is quite powerful. If you have somebody in mind that you would like to butter up, we could give you a portion's worth of it to help you in that endeavor. But simply using it in all of your goods would probably yield less fruitful results. But if you've got a targeted person you'd like to sway, that could be
I
amazing.
think we could use it. Scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah, come here.
Yeah.
They're gonna give us some dust to butter up somebody. I
Nice.
don't know who we need to butter up yet, but I think we need it.
Oh, that's absolutely tremendous gift.
Griselda takes a small pouch and sets it on the little counter of the cart for you and says, "Consider this as a down payment to a very long and prosperous relationship for both of us."
Agreed.
As soon as it's there, it's gone.
And now it is quite late, so we're going to get some sleep. We have a meeting with a young boy in the morning, and then I think we'll be back to the farm tomorrow.
Fair enough.
Oh, hiring more work, right? Hiring
Yes.
workers. Okay, yeah. Even insight check it.
The three of them just leave and go back to their cart. All right. So the rest of you spend the night, as the kids say, getting turnt. And, whether you go to bed or just party through the night or pass out where you are, totally up to you guys.
Did a random stranger not appear in town?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they did. It's a large city, but, you know,
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
no random stranger showed up. I mean, aside from
Okay.
all the random strangers that came because of the sign, but yeah. I need, from anybody who was getting turnt, I need charisma saves for you. Or, not charisma, constitution saves. Anybody that was partying like it was 1999.
9.
I partied after the food was. Yeah, I partied
Plus
after
8,
the food
it's
was
still
made.
a 14.
Am I close to you, Yogurt?
Probably.
Okay. No, I'm gonna fail, Jay.
13, an 18, a 17, and a 12. I'm guessing Dak was not drinking like it was 1999?
I was not.
Okay.
Deck is much more
Jackerson,
reserved with his responsibilities now.
fair enough. Yogurt and Jackerson. 1 point of exhaustion for you guys, as you guys get absolutely fucking obliterated. Like, you guys thought you were having a good night. You just got irresponsibly drunk. Like, people
You mean
could have asked.
responsibly.
Sure. You guys are like the new staples for Dos Equis. Drink responsibly. Like, and you guys are just like, just completely fucked up. Everybody else, you wake up feeling refreshed. The two of you very hungover. But you guys all wake up in the morning, having a good time. What would you guys like to do?
Got a headache.
I don't feel good.
Well,
We should make you some food.
yeah. I mean,
I'm not making breakfast this morning.
yeah. I don't
I'll
want you
take
near my
over.
breakfast. Here, Scratch. I'll help you. Just point and yell.
Yeah. I'll head in the wagon with Joe, and we'll take a stab at making breakfast.
Sure, go ahead and make a food making check.
What do I roll for a food making check?
What have you been rolling, Jason?
Wisdom.
Wisdom, thank you. And you wouldn't get proficiency or skills check with it, right? So it's just wisdom. Not
Oh,
bad.
I'm a good teacher.
He's a good
That's right.
teacher. Yeah. Scratch, you make a decent breakfast.
I did the salt thing.
Yeah. There's also some leftover jerky and stuff that Jax had kind of left. And you find his half-orcan body under the table outside where his jerky and stuff was. Just passed the fuck out. One hand down his pants, the other just kind of like outstretched to like an open tankard that's like slowly leaking the last remnants of ale out of it as he's just bombed. But you do make a good breakfast. Anybody that chooses to partake, feel free.
I'm gonna bring him some breakfast too on the ground.
I
Okay.
will eat and subsequently throw up.
Okay. Yogurt, are you eating breakfast?
No, absolutely
Okay.
not.
Okay.
I let Scratch know this is good.
Jackerson, you can make a con
Thanks.
save again.
Con save. I hope I fail, actually.
You succeed. Your exhaustion is gone.
You did real good.
Yogurt, no second
Thanks,
chances.
man.
You're still exhausted. Sorry. Yeah. The morning is yours. Feel free to do whatever you'd like, but I'll give you a moment to think about it because I totally forgot to do our break and I really have to pee. And it's almost 8, so it kind of makes sense anyway. So, hey, if you got Twitch Prime, go ahead and subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Twitch channel, blah, 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 all that other shit. Get up, go stretch, take a walk, see you in 5 or 10 minutes. See you shortly. Fuck yeah. I did it. Welcome back, stream. Love you long time. Hopefully you had a good break. Yeah. So we pick up at the party. Morning after. Your big party was eventful. Everybody had a good time. And one of you has exhaustion. The rest of you, you're feeling good. So, what would you guys like to do?
I guess we're getting started on all of our chores. Oh wait, no, sorry. No, we have someone doing that for us now. Let's go try to buy a fucking warehouse.
Warehouse hunting.
Yep.
Sure.
I believe Lauren Rain's widow has a warehouse she is selling.
Next time on Warehouse Hunters.
They were thinking the part's going to be in by Thursday.
Thursday, huh?
Okay, yeah. Lord Reen Caldwell was assassinated. His widow has the warehouse. Right. Okay, cool. So, you guys go to the Caldwell Manor. You are greeted by an elven gentleman. He appears to be old. So for elves, he's got to be old. And when you knock on the door, he opens up the door and goes, hello. Who is calling?
Us.
Right. Stay right here. I will see if the mistress is in.
Oh, tell her we're the proprietors of Thunderbucks.
Right, I will. Please stay right here. And he closes the door on you.
You didn't have to close the door on me.
Couple minutes goes by. Eventually comes back, opens up the door.
So then what happened? Oh, hey.
Hello. You may come into the foyer, and we will have you sit in the sitting room. It's the first room here on the left, and he leads you in to a large room with several chairs and a small table. Small table has a couple of, baked goods set out on the table. And he says, please help yourself to any refreshments. The lady will be down in but a moment.
What's he got on the table?
It just appears to be cookies and a large jar, or what do you call it? Like a carafe of some sort of yellow liquid.
Well, I'm not going near that yellow liquid, but do I see any oatmeal chocolate chip cookies?
You see some cookies of unknown make or model.
I will eat a cookie.
Okay. It is not good. It is very dry, very, for lack of a better word, stale.
Are there any plants in this room?
There are several plants around the room.
I go spit out the cookie into a plant.
Okay. The plant just, it's a plant, so it doesn't do anything. But
yeah,
it's very, very dry cookie. Not very good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a terrible cookie. It's not like Dad used to make.
After probably 5 minutes or so, you see an elderly human woman come down the stairs and enter the sitting room, and she takes a seat. You see her long black flowing gown, and she's got like a little bonnet that's tied on her head and like a strap underneath her chin, and says, "Hello, have you come to pay your respects to my lord husband?"
Yes.
Definitely.
We have. We were very much saddened to hear of this. That was one of our business items here today. We do have another, but we are quite sorry to hear of your late husband.
Thank you. Hopefully his soul will live on, and I'll meet him again someday. But
real quick, how long ago did he die?
A couple days ago.
Ah. In theory, would you trade your husband's life for a warehouse? Just, shooting the shit.
Make a charisma check.
Get Yogurt and be like,
Holy shit.
I don't know where he's going with this, but this is interesting.
18 said disadvantage.
Okay.
I know where he's
so
going with this.
She just goes, right. I don't know how you would do that, but I would very much like my husband back. We do have several warehouses. I could transfer the deed for one of them.
It kind
to
of sounds
you.
like we have a deal. All right, I'm gonna need some body part of your husband's. Any part, or the whole thing, I guess, if you have that.
Well, he would be at the Magister's office today. The funeral isn't till tomorrow, so
Oh, the
body
Magister
would
loves
still
us.
be there.
Oh yeah. All right, let's go. We'll have a contractor on there too.
Right. Oh, okay. Let me gather my things.
We just all leave.
She's in shock.
She gets up and goes to the other room, and you hear her hushly whisper or talking to her butler, and you hear faintly, "Yes, madam, but can you trust them? They seem like disreputable folk."
Ring! I'll show the ring.
She just looks back, and her face just goes pale, and she just goes, "Right. Well, they're mercenaries, but I mean,
We make good on any contract. Any contract.
you see a familiar glint in her eye, like an idea just came to her. Right. Let me gather my things, and I will meet you at the magistrate's house
Wait.
or office."
A group huddle for a second.
Yeah, group huddle. Okay.
She's gonna go get changed. What are you guys doing?
Group huddle.
Didn't what's her name kill the Magister? So if
No.
we bring the Magister back, isn't that bad?
Not the Magister.
I don't know. I mean, I never said
Okay.
we'd keep him alive.
Oh, fuck
Whatever
it.
happens next is whatever.
Okay, yeah. I just don't want our.
I'm
person
also
that's
pretty
working
sure.
at-
No, she poisoned him, so it would have been discreet. She's
Oh,
not
okay.
on the. Yeah, she's
Keep
not
your
on the line
voices-
for anything.
Keep your voice.
Oh yeah, great.
Okay, we're good. All right. Sorry, end group
All right.
huddle.
She's already gone. Let's go to the magistrate's house, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys head over to Orly. Was it Orly Toss Kettle? What the fuck was her name? The Magister's name.
Yes.
It was Orly? Okay. So you guys go over to the familiar office where you see the scales and all that, and you go past a little white picket fence, knock on the door, and the small figure of Orly steps to the door, and you can tell she is probably not having the best of mornings. She looks very hungover. And she just kind of goes,
Hey.
"Oh, it's you. Please keep your voices down."
You have fun last night.
I think so.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
What
Yogurt's
can I
here
do
to do
for
something stupid, but I'm kind of just gonna roll with it and see where this takes us.
Why am I not surprised?
I know. I was gone 4 days and all hell is breaking loose.
I should hope not.
Cookie.
No, thank you. I'm good.
Okay.
Okay. What are we doing?
We need a contract.
Right. If you write up the contract,
yes.
I'll formalize it. That's fine.
All right, who
hey,
here can write?
I can.
I can.
All right, let's get. I vote Jackerson.
No. The scratch.
Oh, okay.
I thought there was
I'll
a person in Jay's house and it was his cat. It was kind of creepy.
Right there.
Yeah.
Hey,
I only
Pips.
saw the black part, not the cat part, so it was just
Pips. Hey.
There's someone crouching back there watching.
Pips.
see like that. Like if you just look like that, you don't see a cat. There you go.
Oh.
Now you see a cat.
Almost with their hand coming.
Yeah, you are. He's just drinking water out of my dirty cup.
Delicious.
Maybe you should give your cat water, Jay.
His water bowl is full of crystal clean cold water. I refill it every day, or I dump it out and get him a new one every day.
Your
Entirely
water's
new bowl?
better.
That seems wasteful.
Yeah, entirely new bowl. Yeah, I go through so much glassware.
Glass bowls, wow.
Yeah, you know, everything's the best for old Pips here. Anyway, so yeah, what are you doing?
That was a squirrel moment.
You're good.
And then I'll leave the blank space for a name and a signature. Bequeath the deed title of blank space for the warehouse name and address to the do we have a name? Thunderbucks Incorporated.
Yeah.
In exchange for the resurrection of Lord Caldwell on this day, signed date, officiated by my name, witnessed by, and I'll leave a blank space. What's the town person leader's name again?
The magistrate?
The magistrate. Magistrate, you want to sign this here just to officiate the document?
I will. Yes, that's fine.
So I'm reading over your shoulder. Are we actually incorporated, or is that something we need to do?
That's a good question. Should we get incorporated real quick?
Right. Magistrate, can you also incorporate us?
Everybody knows who you are. It's fine.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Sure.
Wait, can you incorporate Jackerson? Can I be incorporated?
Anyway,
And you'd be a shell of a human being.
Nice. Okay, I give it back to the lady
he's going to
Caldwell.
show you his butt. That's nice.
It's a very cat thing
Well, it
to
is
do.
a cat.
Yeah. Don't get me banned, Pips. Come on, chill. Sorry, squirrel.
Okay, I guess we're waiting till Lady Caldwell gets here.
Sure. It doesn't take long, probably about 10 minutes after you guys have finished all that up. Lady Caldwell steps in, and you can see she's got like a handkerchief in one hand kind of tucked into her sleeve, and she uses it to dab at her eyes a little bit. And she comes in, and she goes, all right. So what's the... You're going to bring him back, and...
Yes, I need you to sign your name here on the top and the address of the warehouse you are willing to exchange for his life.
It'd be a big warehouse, right?
Right.
Bigger is better.
Yeah.
It is one of the it's the one with the least amount of stuff in it at the moment. It's not small. It's not the largest, but it's, you know, it'll do.
But we're bringing back. We might be bringing back your husband, I guess. So you know, it should be big. Or he's just gonna be dead. Would you rather him dead or back alive?
If you want the largest one, it would take months to clean it out.
What's in it?
Various things. Furniture, goods.
Months sounds tedious.
What are the other options?
We have a slightly smaller one that we used to use for holdings for our previous company, and it's been not used for several months, and there's just a few, you know, cloths and stuff in there that we just could clear out of there for you. Wouldn't take longer than a day.
Is it nearby the Thunderbucks?
It's kind of across town, but, you know.
I'm sure they can deal with it.
Right.
All right, everyone.
Put the address here.
She frantically scrawls all over the paper, not all over, but she fills in the spots that are needed and immediately signs her name, and orally just kind of looks at it. Let's get this over with. Just signs it and goes, all right, now what do you guys need?
A body. Well, the
Just
body.
anybody, or...
I mean, I could bring back anybody if you want, but I imagine she wants someone specific.
Right, okay, her husband, I get it. Okay, please follow me. And she takes you into a back room and down a flight of stairs into the crypt. And takes you over to a onyx slab where you see a nearly completely nude man, slightly purplish in color, a little bit bloated, and she just goes, right, there he is.
All right, let's do this. This is gonna hurt. I will cast Resurrection on him
Okay. All right.
and take 66 damage.
Jesus Christ.
Ow! It hurts so good.
And you don't need the material components because it's a Pact of Pain spell, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Back to suffering.
You look like you're getting better at that. You didn't. You only flinched a little.
Yeah. Getting better.
A lot
Yeah.
of low dice rolls there. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super lucky.
Cool. The soul is free and willing. So with a cough and a little bit of spittle of what appears to be wine comes out of his mouth, you just hear, is this the afterlife?
Yes, you're dead.
Oh.
Now give me all your stuff.
You see him just kind of like pat down his almost completely nude body and just goes, I don't have any stuff, just my small clothes.
The contract is
bring it
sealed.
back
Welcome
to
back.
I didn't catch what you said, Jason. What was that?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
Okay. He just goes, okay, I don't know what contract you're talking about, but I guess it's good to be back. And he like turns his head and sees Orly, and next to her is Lady Caldwell, and goes, darling, oh my god. And he like hops off the table and like kind of like does that like hobble thing where he's been asleep for like 3 days, so his legs are not quite working, so he's like stumble falling over towards her, and she like stumble falls towards him, and then they like start hugging and kissing right there, and it's kind of awkward for everybody that's still in the room. And Orleans just goes, right, everybody out, I'm gonna go back to bed.
I'm gonna pat Yogurt on the back, and I'm going to be using Cure Wounds.
Oh, thanks. I feel a lot better. Except inside.
I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about that.
All right, so we're the proud owners of a warehouse now, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we got a
Can
warehouse.
can we look at that right now, or?
Yeah, you guys good with us looking at the warehouse?
Lady Caldwell just kind of like through like sobbing and like kind of half making out with her husband, just kind of like turns away from him and goes, it's yours, I don't care, and then just goes back to like, you know, they're having a good time. They're happy
Well,
to
I
see
get
each
the
other.
I get the address off of the contract, and I say, well, okay, I think I know where this is in town.
We need a key.
Oh yeah, do we need a key?
They don't answer.
We'll just go
That's
with
fine.
it's ours now.
All right, we can
It's
just
ours now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna-
Just change the locks, dude.
Okay.
Like, does it matter?
I heft my mace and be like, this is our key.
All right.
Just bring.
Oh,
bring
Dak,
the
you're
paper.
back with us finally.
I've been back 2 days.
It's fine, Dak. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you know.
Yogurt, I must say, that was some of the finest negotiating I've ever seen.
That was
Heck yeah, dude.
top notch.
So when did you learn resurrection? That's pretty impressive.
Oh, I learned it from a demon.
Was he a
Technically,
demon?
not accurate. He's not a demon.
Yeah, it looks like a demon. Basically a demon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we made
All
some
those
deals.
demons look the same.
We made
Oh,
some
you met
deals.
another toe licker?
Yeah. This guy had real big toes.
Yeah, it was in the forest. A lot of things happened in those 4 days.
Shit. Yeah. I was gone 4 days, guys. What the hell?
Look,
All right, well,
your party lives real hard. All right.
Do y'all have any other little tricks up your sleeves? Like,
I could probably destroy a city.
I made you
What?
feeble-minded.
you feeble-minded me? I'm confused. How did
Did
you
I?
do that?
No,
don't-
I stunned you. Remember, I said words, and your mind just went boom.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, can we go back to Yogurt being able to destroy a city?
Oh yeah, remember that weird plague demon thing that we saw? Like way back.
Which
I saw a
time?
vial of his like goop. Pretty
Like
sure
the
there's like
one,
turbo disease in here.
the one that makes us like,
Hecka.
the one that makes us like scream every time we look at the picture.
Oh, I still have
No.
that picture.
Oh, you saw the picture.
I don't think it was that guy. I think it was
Yeah, this is a different. This is like
the pestilence
boil
guy.
man.
Yeah.
Boyle
Yeah.
I think I was there for that.
Yeah, he was there for that.
I think you were here.
Pretty sure.
I think that was a session that Taylor wasn't there, but
Oh,
yeah.
Mm. Yeah,
Okay.
you remember, you know.
Yeah, we have a
Why don't
vial
describe
of
it for
his.
us?
Of course,
you know
of
that
course.
thing?
Yeah, your pestilence vial. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I need to go talk to a demon.
Oh yeah.
Deck is back.
Does anyone want to come with me?
Well, I mean, if it's quick, I think you just kind of bring him aboard and,
It was an Oinoloth's plague bringer, I think.
Yeah, I have it labeled as Oinoloth boil juice.
There you go. Yeah. Basically, it's bottled plague.
All right. I'm gonna, I guess, split off from the party to go talk to Tarask.
Okay.
Is that it?
Are
Unless people want to come with me.
I'll
I'm gonna
come,
say-
sure.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
talk to Tarask.
Just in case.
so do you know where you're going?
No,
I know where
Okay.
I'm going.
So,
I would ask
okay.
for directions.
Okay, so Yogurt's going to go with you, basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Yoder.
I'll
I
go
appreciate
to the
it.
warehouse if no one else is.
Wait.
I'm going to the warehouse.
Okay,
Yeah,
me and
I'm gonna go to
Scratch
the
go
warehouse.
Okay.
All right.
I want to go look
So
there.
3 of you are going to warehouse, and 2 of you are going to go hang out with the Balor. Totally cool. We'll do the Balor first.
Jay, we're splitting the party.
That's totally fine.
What's the worst that could happen?
I don't think any of you have read Marivaldi's Guide to Adventuring, so it's fine,
Yeah, that book's so old. Can't possibly be accurate.
right? So we'll do the Balor first. So Yogurt and Deck, you make your way out the city, the southern gate, and it probably takes about an hour to get outside the city to roughly the location that Yogurt knows as the place where they had met the Balor before, where you see a small little campfire. There's 2 medium-sized creatures, both appear to be humanoid, kind of snuggled up next to the low-burning campfire.
It's not invisible anymore.
No, it's just 2 humanoids.
Oh,
Yeah, these guys are
Sorry.
way smaller.
hey. Hi. I was expecting to meet someone here. I don't think it's you.
The 2
Is it you?
figures kind of like wake up and just like, sorry, what? What are you
Hi.
on about? Hi,
Morning.
good morning.
Did you sleep here last night?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic with
okay.
the Eldritch Sight. Do I see anything?
You do that, and standing about 4 feet behind these 2 figures, you see what appears to be like bull hooves. And as you look up, bull legs, and then bull torso, and then bull head with gigantic black wings and a flaming sword in its hand.
Hey, Tarask.
You just hear in a low, bassy rumble, "Greetings." And the 2 humanoids are like, "What was that?"
You may want to
Nothing.
get going. This is
Yeah, okay.
have a good one.
Creepy voice. We're leaving? We mean you no
Don't forget-
harm?
I don't
Alright,
think
we're
you
fucking
could
done.
have
They just get up and grab their things really quickly and just start sprinting for the city.
Don't forget to go to Thunderbucks.
They're gone.
Thunderbucks.
And then he will drop his invisibility.
I'm told you were waiting to speak with me. My name is Deck.
You may call me Therese.
Hello, Tarask.
Therese.
Taraz. Okay. What are you doing here? Do you have a message for me, or are you waiting for instructions, or?
I await instructions.
Oh, cool. Okay. Do you want to start gathering some troops? Or okay, hold on. I hadn't thought this far ahead yet. Give me 1 second, and I'm gonna turn to Yogurt. Really,
Hey.
do we know if that that uh little basically like bubble of Far Realm got taken care of?
What? Huh?
Do you remember a little while ago where Jackerson made the drawing?
Oh, yeah.
It was like a bubble of the Far
There was
Realm.
like an angel and a demon that went dealt with that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if they dealt with all of it or just the trees.
Okay. All right.
Maybe we should put that on the to-do list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just in case it destroys all of reality.
Do you remember where it was?
On the road to Sizith.
Okay. All right. Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Somewhere.
I'm gonna turn back to Taraz and be like, okay, between here and Zizith, there. It might have been between here and Zizith. It's between Norma and Zizith. We came across basically like a little bubble of the Far Realm, that started to grow, and some angels and some demons had to come and take care of it. Are you able to check to see if it's A, been taken care of, and B, if you can find anything more like that in the area? Because you have wings.
It can
Fly.
be done.
I mean, you don't personally have to do it. You can delegate.
Only one question.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is a Zizith?
Well, that behind me is Lilton. That's a city. And then if you go southeast from here, there's another one called Zizith. That's what Zizith is.
You could have just said a city. I'm not an idiot.
Well, that's fair. It's a city. I apologize.
Fine. How many legions?
Oh boy. Can we just get a survey of the area first before we start summoning all the troops? So let's just try to find any points of incursion from the Far Realm, because that's what's happening here. Also, watch out. We have seen aboliths in the sky. So,
Like that one.
is there an aboleth up above us?
Make a perception check.
Perception.
There absolutely is an aboleth directly above you.
Yeah, I like that one. Yes,
Right.
100% like that one.
I'll take
So,
two legions of scouts, and we will make sure it's dealt with.
Fantastic.
Anything else, battle leader?
If you find any, do you know any of the other Azamar? If you can find them and tell them to find me,
They would not listen to me.
tell them I said to.
I'll invoke your name.
Thank you. Good hunting.
Indeed.
And I guess we're gonna leave.
Okay. With the last, couple of seconds before you turn and walk away, he makes a motion with his hands and just completely gets engulfed in flames and just completely burns away and disappears.
Oh my god, he's dead. No.
Oh, that's just kind of what they do.
They just kind of die?
Yeah.
Do you need to
I
find a
guess
new
so.
one now, or?
No, he'll be back.
Oh, that's concerning, but all right.
No, it's not. It's pretty standard for
All right.
devils. Is a
Sure.
Balor a devil?
Balor is... I'm pretty sure he's just a demon.
He's a demon.
Yeah,
He's a demon. That's pretty standard for demons, is it? I think.
Demons are weird as shit.
Oh, yeah, you're fucking telling me. Do I have to give them orders now? Do you have any idea how intimidating that thing is?
That thing is huge.
It's fucking massive. I also came in here half-cocked, not really knowing what to expect, and now I have to start planning a battle?
Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna do that. Good luck.
I know. Oh, Christ. I'm just gonna kind of be muttering to myself as we walk back.
All right. Back inside the city, We've got 3 people heading to a warehouse. It is in the southeastern portion of the city, in the shops district. You find the warehouse. It is locked. What would
Wait,
you
we don't
like
have
to
Dak here. He had a key.
I can summon a key.
Okay, we're good. Oh God, you keyed the
That's a
door.
key.
You summon a key indeed. For the record, the DC was 12, but it's not a massive lock. Not all the DCs have to be huge. And yeah, you smash the lock, part of the door, and most of the hinge.
But if I was aiming for just the lock, would I just expertly have destroyed the lock and not the door?
Yeah, except you were using a maul, so there is some
Fair enough,
residual
fair enough.
damage. Had it been like Warhammer, I'd have been like, all right, fine, whatever. But a maul, no, you're definitely doing some damage. Not bad. I mean, you're gonna have to replace the lock, the door, and part of the hinges, and maybe a little bit of the frame. But
We have
no
a
big
carpenter
deal.
on the way.
Exactly. And so yeah, you bust down the door. Inside, you find a quite a large warehouse. I will get you dimensions after the session, but it is quite large. I don't know exactly how many square feet. Like I said, after the session, I'll send you the info. There is a not thick, not thin, but a relatively okay layer of dust on top of everything. And in the southern corner of the warehouse itself, you see several huge, I almost want to say bales, but they're more like rolls of just fabric. Some linens, some silks, stuff like that. Quite large. It looks like it was a storehouse for some sort of tailor shop or something of the like. One damaged loom as well. It's quite noticeably damaged. And aside from that, it's pretty much empty. It's a smattering of chairs and a table here or there. And there is some disturbed dust over by the chairs and table. And a couple of boot prints that lead to a window on the north side.
Is this our base of operation now?
Well, it beats the back room, but yeah, I think it should be. I mean, this place is so big. If we get a bay door installed, we can pull the wagon right in here.
Yeah, I'm good with this. Whatever you think, you're saying yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Well, we need to go to Norma Merc, right? We're just kind of checking this out.
Yeah, we can get the carpenter like rolling on the front door.
Yeah.
And whatever before we go.
Yeah, my spidey sense says we need to go to Norma.
I'd say definitely just have them fix the front door, new locks, and let's get that bay door installed. That fits cart and yeah.
They might have already had something similar. We should look
That's
because
true.
it was a warehouse. They were shipping stuff out of here, right?
That's true.
Maybe the DM can help with that.
What was your question? Sorry.
If this place was used for like shipping things in and out, is there a big door that they were using?
Make a perception check.
I hope the DC is like 7.
Some of the dust from this super dusty warehouse get in my
dusty,
eyes.
Yeah, it's hard to see. You might need to clean up here first to find it. You can see the dust motes flying around. You're just like maybe sneeze a little bit. It's getting to you.
Yeah, it's at that weird hour where my dark vision is contradicting with the lightness of the room.
Right,
There's
yeah.
dust. I can't find it. Guys, you have to look around for me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, I'll look.
I'm gonna light a torch, start walking around.
Okay, make a perception check. Oh my god, that's also really low.
Fuck, achoo! Oh, yeah, I can't. No.
It is really dusty. Joe, you want to give a perception check as well?
Yes. I just,
DC's climbing, but it can't be any worse. Oh my god, it is. Oh my god.
The smokes in my eyes, guys. The smoke!
At this point in time, Yogurt and I just walk back in through a bay
No,
door.
you guys are gone. You guys got hours, man. So the three of you come stumbling out of the warehouse. Your eyes are watering. All three of you are sneezing. There's a lot of dust in there. You don't find any large bay doors.
Can we look on the outside?
Sure, you walk around the outside. Give me a perception check.
Oh my god!
I'll use your passives. I'll use your passives for the outside. It's fine. Okay, yeah. So you do a walk around the outside, and there are two large wagon-sized doors on the north side of the building that were used for shipping and receiving.
I grab Scratch and them.
That might work, yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so we can just grab the wagon and bring it here. We'll dust off. We'll definitely dust off the inside of this place.
It is dusty. It just made it really smoky, man. It's terrible.
We're gonna have the carpenter, but we should get somebody that, like, I don't know, like an Igor to take care of this place. You know?
We need a maid.
Yeah, like a lighthouse keeper, but for a warehouse.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming there's an office in there or something, but I'm not gonna look again.
Yeah, I know, it's too dangerous.
I'll come back tomorrow.
It's the way I like my buildings.
It's already booby trapped.
It's fantastic.
Wow.
Okay. We should, since those other guys that went to go see Taraz probably don't know where the warehouse is, we should meet back at the coffee shop.
Yeah, that's fine. But I mean, we spent nothing. I kind of want to look for some magical items, or like get them commissioned, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, if Zaxar frequents the shop, maybe he might be showing up soon.
Exactly. We should hit him up. He would have magic items. And if he likes our magic bean water, then, you know, we got an in there. Be like, hey, check this out. We own this place. What do you got?
This is true. Yeah. All right. I like that.
Okay.
So I think we're heading back to Thunderbucks.
Cool.
There's nothing for the people to steal, so we can just leave the doors open.
Okay. So you guys make your way back to Thunderbucks. As you're approaching, you do see that the GRI cart is all ready to go. You see Griselda and Roselda on the front of the wagon, and you see Izelda talking to Pyotr in the back. Pyotr has two boys with him, probably age 6, 8-ish, and Izelda hands him another small pouch that jingles as he picks it up, and the two other boys climb into the wagon with Izelda.
I see nothing wrong with this. They're getting paid for it's a job.
Okay.
That's good. Good. The kids are working. That's good.
Yeah, new farmhands. That's great.
The wagon starts heading west towards the western gate.
Wave.
I hate you, Jay.
Bye.
Wave.
Don't hate me. This is you guys. As you guys continue walking closer to Thunderbucks, you see at the table by the front door, where you see the long line of probably 100 people standing in line, you see Mud dancing around with a sign, probably about 30 feet away or so. You see a half-elven figure and a human figure sitting at a table just outside of the doors. The half-elf appears to be, relatively short, maybe 5'3", blonde hair with a few strands of gold, tan skin, appears to be very young, kind of green eyes with tiny flecks of gold in them, and appears to be talking to an older human man that appears to be well-groomed, very short, well-kept beard, very well taken care of, and he has 4 Thunderbucks drinks in front of him, and the half-elf has a Thunderbucks drink in front of him as well. And they appear to be talking as you guys walk up probably around this time is also when the other two, Yogurt and Deck, you guys probably be coming up from the southern gate, so you'd just be approaching around this time as well.
Yoo-hoo.
Big summer applause.
Hello.
Yep.
Well,
warehouse.
It's booby trapped.
It's smoky.
Booby trapped.
yeah, I would recommend some kind of eye protection.
Does that mean Lady Caldwell is going back on her word? Do we need to go see the
Oh,
magistrate?
certainly not. It's our
No.
building, and it's already
Yeah.
pre-trapped. We're delighted.
It's great, really. It's just, you know,
What kind of traps?
And a good big size hole in the front door, too.
yeah, nothing. Don't worry about it.
No, what kind of traps? I want to know what we're dealing with if I ever go there by myself.
Just be on the aware. It caught me off guard. Sudden blindness. It's pretty cool.
Pocket sand, okay.
Yeah, and it just causes you to keep sneezing consistently, too, when you're in there.
Jackerson,
Yeah.
are you trying to say it's really dusty?
No.
Well, no, it couldn't have been that.
It was smoky. There was, like, particles in the air.
So it was on fire?
Well,
No,
that's
they would
kinda
like
the torch,
hang in the
but,
air,
you know.
and, in like moats.
So like really dusty.
I see.
You know what? I need to go inside.
Right.
Yeah, can I get a cup of that?
Yeah.
As you guys walk in, you overhear a little bit of the conversation of the two men sitting at the table. You hear the older human say, well, it takes a certain amount of magical know-how. I'm sure you could do it, presumed that you have the material and the time. It's better if you would put the circles on, the magical ley lines, but you could do them really anywhere. You just have to make sure that they won't get destroyed by weather effects and the like. So presumably maybe not in the middle of like a valley where, they could be obstructed.
Hey Joe, that sounds like a magic man. You should go see him. Maybe you can make magic stuff.
No look over.
So, throughout all these times that you've been around here, have you heard anything about a battle leader?
No, I don't even know what that is. Well, I mean, obviously, presumably somebody who's leading a battle, but
I have a very high passive perception.
you guys are
Do
walking right past this.
Oh.
Yeah, you all hear it. They're not being super careful. They're just sitting at the front door.
We should just loom behind them.
I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna be like, you say battle leader?
I did. Yes.
What kind of battle leader? I was recently promoted to battle leader. It's kind of a new job title.
I think you might be the one I'm looking for then.
Be convenient.
It is convenient. So,
Who are you? My name's Dick.
hi, you can call me Al.
Hi, Al. And you are good, sir.
I'm a lowly servant of Aethrid,
Uh-oh.
who
Do I know Aether?
beseeched me to. I'm assuming you would.
You definitely know Earthid. She is one of the gods.
God wills it.
Exactly. That's the meme that popped in my head as soon as you were like, convenient. I was like, God wills it?
Well, okay. Well, a big fan of her. She's big fan of Aethrid. Had a conversation once or twice. Way too smart for me. Too many big words. More of a.
She definitely knows a lot. Yep.
Yep.
But apparently she thinks that I can help you guys.
Well,
Maybe
that
you can
would
help
be-
me too.
That would be really good. I just gave orders to a Balor, and I really don't know what to think about it. So, yeah, I'll take any and all help I need because Jesus Christ is the world fucked up, and I have no who would do such a thing to the world. Monster, I tell you.
I think I might have a
Who's
pretty
Bjorn?
good idea who did it.
I'm gonna slap Jackerson as he tries to say the name.
Okay. Dex check from Jackerson. And Dex check
or
from...
Dex save.
The two of you just do a dexterity check. I want to see who's faster in this.
Oh, okay.
Clearly not me. Oh!
All right, so Deck, you're able to get him to... You're able to stop him from saying it.
You know. Come on, man.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going back inside.
Okay.
All right. And who are you?
Are you going to the back room, Jackerson?
I'm going to the back room.
Okay, cool. We'll come back to you in a second. So, outside of the conversation.
I'm gonna ask who the other person is. Who, gentleman?
Oh, who am I? You know, that's a really good question. One that I've pondered many a time. You could say I'm not a person. You could also say that I'm a shard of a person and that I don't actually exist, or that I'm a part of his soul. Basically, I'm a magically manifested piece of Zaxxar the Magnificent.
Oh.
I am what you might call a simulacrum.
Oh. A simulacrum.
Does that mean we can ask you questions? And it would get like a Zaxxar opinion out of you?
I know most things that Zaxxar knows.
Are you also able to do magic like him? Like our buddy over there is looking to get magic tattoos.
I am able to do quite a lot of magic. It's quite impressive. Shit. I might even say magnificent.
I've heard that about you. Or him. You?
Us. Probably.
Us.
Mostly him.
No, sorry. You.
Right.
Them.
I'm confused.
I'm confused.
Me too.
I'm not confused. I'm sorry. It's
Hi, sorry.
It's a failing of the brilliance.
This is Yogurt. I'm
Hello,
Deck.
Yogurt.
Hi.
Zaxxar.
Hello, kind of Zaxxar.
Asterix. Well, are you in town for long? I see you come to our establishment. We are the owners of Thunderbucks.
Oh, great place you have here.
Thank you.
We especially like the pumpkin spice.
Yes. That came to us in a dream.
Yes. Well, I come every, 3 days or so. Either me or one of the other simulacrums will, whoever's not busy, doing terribly impressive and brilliant magical things. Whoever's not immediately busy does the magical bean water of waking run, and today it was me.
Right on. If we have questions for you, do you have some way of that we could potentially contact you?
No.
Fair enough. But what if we get a new flavor of Thunderbucks that you might want to try?
I guess I will know 3 days after it happens.
Well, we have our specific R&D wagon. What if we want Zaxxar's opinion on a flavor?
Wait for one of us to come to town?
Fair enough.
Also, I suppose you could send a message if you have the spell. But we tend to move around a lot. Zaxxar doesn't like people knowing where his tower is, so...
Fair enough.
Currently, it's just past the Bridge of Lost Souls, but we'll probably be moving it again shortly.
Zaxxar's moving castle?
It's a gigantic black tower. You might have heard of it.
Zaxxar's moving tower. Apologies.
Yeah. It's a BBT. Big Black Tower.
Got it.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite channel.
Well, if you guys ever head towards Zithis, we have 2 shops that should be opening up, I don't know, fairly soon.
I'll mention it to Zaxxar. Maybe he'll take us there. That'd be cool. Haven't been to Zithis for a while. Don't really like to go there. Can't really lie. Well, most people can't lie. We can lie, but, it's... Anyway.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you, I guess.
You as well.
Does anyone else have questions for the...
Oh! Before I forget, if you see an Azamar... Fuck, he would totally know her name. I'm blanked. If you see an Azamar by the name of Valyria, could you tell her Zaxxar is very upset with her and would like the deck back as soon as possible, because it's very dangerous and not to be left in people's hands, and that she probably should have tried to be a little bit more stealthy when stealing from her master.
Sure, we can do that.
Thank you
We-
very
Seems like a
much.
very specific message.
Yeah,
Sorry, we can't do that.
Why not?
She's dead.
That's awkward.
Yeah.
If you guys find a
Oh.
deck of cards that seems magical, you should bring it to Zaxar's attention immediately.
I have a deck of cards that's magical.
Could I see it?
Sure. And I pull out the deck of illusions.
He just takes it and puts it right into his pocket. Thank
Wait,
you.
no. That's
Yeah, no, that's
theory.
ours, and
That's-
we're gonna need that back.
Need what back?
The thing you just put in your pocket.
My
Don't
dad.
make me hold you upside down.
I didn't put anything in my pocket.
please don't do this.
Please give our deck of illusions back.
I just got that deck
We
of
really
illusions
like it.
back.
He's gonna insight check you. I need Scratch, Yogurt, and Deck to make persuasion checks.
Oof, I am using my reaction to add a D4.
Reaction? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you Pact of the Talisman.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not even a reaction. I can just do it.
Yeah. So he just kind of looks at Yogurt and Scratch, completely ignoring Deck, and just goes, illusions?
Yeah.
Prove it. He holds the deck out to one of you guys.
I draw a card.
He would pull it away from you guys. He's holding it out to Scratch and Yogurt.
I will reach all the way up and pull out a card.
Okay.
My
yeah.
Real quick, let me find the deck of illusions and see.
All right, I can link it.
Yeah, I've got it. I just have to subtract one and tell you how many dice to roll.
33.
Is it 33?
Yeah, because it's 34 normally.
Okay, yeah.
And one
Can you
went
roll
on.
a D33?
23.
Okay. You draw the card, and it is a picture of a hobgoblin. What do you do with it?
Chuck it.
Where it lands, the image of a hobgoblin appears with his weapon drawn. Doesn't make any sound. It's just like, rah, but like no sound comes out. People standing in line, like several of them, like step back and like clutch their kids, and they're like,
It's okay.
Oh my God.
It's okay, folks. It's okay. It's a feature, not a bug.
Cast prestidigitation, a shower of sparks will appear behind its head.
And as you do that, Zaxar Simulacrum discreetly casts Dispel Magic. He would have used that spell. He'll use a 7th level and dispels the illusion. Right, fine. You can keep that deck. If you find another deck of magical cards, please let us know.
So
Make it worth your
question.
while. It's very dangerous.
Did Valera have it on her?
I'm not sure. We just know that she went into the vault when she was studying with Zaxar in the tower. It was kind of weird because she always wanted to learn magic, and then 2 of her friends, I guess, went to sleep, and she just up right in the middle of a lesson, and we one of the simulacrums followed her, and she was in the vault, and there was 3 things missing from the vault that day, so yeah. That's the most dangerous of them. So Zaxar wants that back. The other 2, whatever.
Where did the Azamar and the representative from the Nine Hells meet?
Like
where
you
did we
guys
meet?
together?
Yeah.
You met
where-
on a different
Where she
plane.
died.
Yeah, different plane.
Okay. Well, if it helps, if she had it on her,
Actually, it would have been in the Shadowfell.
this deck you seek, if it was on her, would be in Shadowfell. So. Yeah. That's if she had it on her. Though.
All right. Well, keep an eye on it. I will let Zaxar know, and we might move the tower to the Shadowfell now. We'll see. The deck is very dangerous. So, we have to find it before some poor sap pulls a card and gets imprisoned in some location or something else. Yeah.
It fell into the hands of like a demon or a devil.
Well, it could be very bad.
They were also there, so.
Right. Well, it also has the power to grant wishes, so I mean, if it gets in the hands of a demon or a devil, they might decide to make hell on earth, or hell in the heavens, or become the new ruler of hell. Who knows what goes on in the minds of the demons and devils.
All right.
You can see the problematic nature of this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks. Anyway, I should get going before these drinks get cold. Zaxar will be pissed. So...
Well, before you go, I was curious. Could you you said you could do like some magic and stuff.
Oh, certainly.
Can you do magical tattoos?
No, I'm not much of an artist. Zaxar also not great with the artistry. Just find some ink, take it to a regular tattooer. They'll do you up, no problem. You just get the ink. Or, if you have some time and money, bring me some ink and I can enchant it for you. That'll work.
Hey, that's an option.
All right, sounds good.
Sure.
Could we do that now?
I'm kind of in a time crunch right now. I'll be back in 3 days, though. If you want to get ducks in a row, and we can do it then. Generally, you got to catch me before I make my order. Because once they bring it out, it only stays hot for about an hour. And
I get it. I drink it every day. I'll probably see you in 3 days.
Sounds good. We can do that.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
I'll kind of slowly reach over and just touch the cups and reheat them.
Huh. Well, my morning just opened up for another little bit of time. Now it's good.
Oh, well.
Thank you,
Can
Al.
we, can you
problem.
bring the bank with me and we'll go get some ink real quick?
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Perfect.
Right. I will also come with you. Yeah, I'm going to leave the drinks here. If they go cold, can I just get more before I go?
Yeah.
Is that cool?
100%.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, we'll just cover this. You know what I mean?
Fair
That's
enough.
fine.
I'm going to take this one with me. Aloysius, nice seeing you again. I will talk to you later.
Aloysius?
Yeah, he starts walking away.
It's a long story. Just you can call me Al.
I mean, apparently we have some time, Aloysius.
The aforementioned Valeria was very free with the nicknames and bestowing upon people, whether they wanted them or not.
Gotcha. Al it is.
Appreciated.
Al it is.
So,
what do you do?
The Zaxar, Simulacrum, Scratch, and Joe are on their way to buy some ink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead, Deck.
What do you do? What did Arthur say you could help us with? Are you like very smart? Because, perfectly honest, I feel a little bit out of my depth as this new battle leader. Like I said to Zaxar, and met with a Valor about an hour and a bit ago, and honestly, I need some smart people around me, because me no think good, me hit good.
I mean, somewhat smart, I guess. On a scale of 1 to 20.
Oh, I would be about an 11. I mean, also, if you're joining us, you're gonna have to get cool with some shit real quick.
What kind of shit?
Well, I think the snake is trying to clone us all. I'm still not entirely sure where I feel about that. I think they also have some sort of dealing with hags that I'm still trying to puzzle out. What else? The snake is also a member of the Church of Kalepna. Yogurt's actually in every single church. So if you need someone to convert to your religion, yogurt is the one.
Yeah, I'm collecting the amulets. You got
Yes,
one?
he is.
I kind of look over. Does he have an?
Do you have an Earthid amulet?
I do not.
Oh, there you go.
Gotta catch them all.
Catch them all.
Well, I do have an extra holy symbol, so I will hand him.
All right, there you go.
Well, nice. Thank you. Add it to the rest.
Jackerson used to be really, really fat, and now he's really skinny and smarter. I'm still very confused about that. Another thing as well is we licked some demon toes and got some magic spells. They've done it once more than me, but yeah.
I'm sorry. Back up. Demon toes?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
ate demon toes?
No, just licked. Just a little like.
Oh, that's
I don't remember
Okay.
if that's actually how we got the powers or not. But...
That's not actually how you got the powers. We literally just made a pact. That's it.
We made a
There was no licking of toes. But hey, if you wanted it to happen, that's fine. It happened.
Yeah, so that's that. Yeah.
just out of morbid curiosity. What kind of powers are we talking about?
I can bring people back from the dead within a minute. Yogurt, apparently, we recently discovered can do it much more than that.
Yeah, as long as they died within the last century.
Century.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Fucking
I
hell.
I can do the minute. I can't pull off the century.
Although every time we cast those spells, they do hurt. So
Yeah, and we send
Oh.
shivers down the guy's toes or something.
Oh, okay.
wouldn't it be up his toes?
There's a whole lot of
Maybe.
toes going on here.
They're pretty big toes.
They're very big toes.
Okay.
Now I'm Googling to figure out if they actually have toes.
I have no idea. I hope they
Yeah.
do.
Other than that, we're also members of the Norma Merco. So that's cool. Are you a mercenary by any chance?
I'll kind of hold up my hand, and you can see the dressy ring on it.
Oh, the rival. Well, good news. We're starting a merchant guild if you'd like to join.
That's intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
I will admit that I'm not super fond of some of the missions that we're given. So I wouldn't mind maybe paying off my dues and switching to something else.
How much do you owe? If you don't mind me asking. That's a bit of a personal question.
I mean, I can actually pay it off now. I just haven't had a chance to go find a satellite office.
Do you have those?
I have no idea.
You can send back money from anywhere as long as you go to
Okay. I kind of figured there were.
particularly like banking establishment. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah. Probably walk away pretty shortly. As far as rival versus potentially working together, I've actually done a little bit of business with your company already.
Oh, really? What'd you do?
That's a little bit of an awkward conversation.
I mean, awkward how?
Well, by the way, did we actually get names introduced amongst everybody? You guys got mine.
I gave you my name.
I know yours.
And yogurt. You did mention
yogurt.
yogurt. And you did
You did mention
Jackson.
yogurt.
And then I said
Okay, that's
Scratch
true.
is the Snake Man.
You
I
never
don't
said
think I
Scratch.
introduced-
You just
Oh.
said Snake Man.
Snake Man is
Snake.
Scratch.
Okay,
And then
that gives me enough.
the other one is Joe.
So apparently, you guys did something bad, and I got a mission because of it. And there were ramifications to the mission that made it impossible to turn down. So basically, I I killed your leader and then brought him back.
Wait, you killed?
Hmm?
You killed Jack,
For a few seconds.
and he's good now.
Yeah, I brought him back.
So I found out in the span of 24 hours, there's an assassination attempt on my father from us, and then also a successful assassination from someone else. Guys, I was gone 4 days. What the fuck?
And also, you kind of have a passing resemblance to
Yeah, he's my fucking dad.
oh, Mazel tov.
Cat's out the bag.
Yeah, we just learned that yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, come on,
Um,
Dak is not that fucking hard, people.
They're all
Well,
like,
I mean,
oh. Fucking low intelligence party, man. Love it.
Where'd you get the contract from?
a particular person that I think you might have been acquainted with.
Does his name start with a B?
Well, it was a she when we met, but yes.
Shit. That's most unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it all kind of worked out, though.
But that means we're on a shit list.
I mean, that's kind of expected by now, right? I'd be
I
surprised
guess
if we
so.
were only on one.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if we weren't before, we are now. Sorry, I've kind of signed you up for that shit list.
Eh,
So, speaking of that, tell me again how you're leading a bunch of demons and devils, or just demons?
Both. Both.
Both. Okay.
Both. So we met as representatives of the Golden City, Silver City, Golden City, Shit.
Golden City.
Golden City. And we met representatives from the Nine Hells. It was a party of Azamar and a party of lesser demons, fiends, and I forget what the evil Azamars are. And we kind of hashed it out.
Deeplings?
Yep. No, there's like a specific monstrous race. I can't remember what they are. Starts with an E.
Rennies.
Rennies, yeah, thank
Serenius,
you.
yeah.
Rennies. And in typical meeting of the Golden City and the Nine Hells, a couple people died. Some plans were laid, and at the end of the day, the Nine Hells have agreed to not just launch an all-out war right now. They're going to give it a shot following our orders, and it turns out I'm going to be leading it. I wanted to do a council of some sort, but they were all like, no, council. Single unified voice at the top. So here we are. You guys are my council. That's how it's going to be. We need to find a way to prevent the...
Wheels are turning a scratch.
You saw the smirk.
Oh, yeah. Immediately.
We need to find a way to prevent the Far Realm from taking over this plane. Otherwise, if we fail, and to be perfectly honest, at any point in time, hell could just decide that we've failed, it's going to be all-out war.
So we've got a clock that's ticking that we don't even know the duration of.
Yeah. Basically, my thinking is as long as we can keep the devils and demons kind of happy with little skirmishes, we might well buy ourselves some more time. So I sent out 2 legions of scouts this morning to try to find more Far Realm incursion points and to report back. At least I think that's what he's going to do. It's kind of hard to tell. He was very tall. Or they might just try to fight it. We'll see what happens. That is step 1.
Giving them free reign might be a.
Well, I need
Risky.
to find the other Azamar, and I want to make joint task forces where it's like, there's some Azamar or some angels or whomever on the side of light that I have mixed with them to act as like, their conscience. But so far I've just found one, and I just went into that whole situation very half-cocked.
Okay.
Yeah. God wills it. Adoran wills it. Yeah, cool. Cool.
Okay, is that all you guys want to do for those two?
That's all I got at the moment.
Okay, fair bit of dialogue. So we will go to inside the back room with Jackerson. You step inside the back room, and immediately after walking in, you just hear, "All right, now you're all going to be very quiet until my employers arrive. Then we will discuss rationally, and then we'll figure out what's going to go on. If you make a ruckus, I'm going to be forced to brutally murder you. Everybody understand?" And Jackerson, you walk in just as you hear that. You open up the door and you see Yizik standing there, and he's got 3 people on their knees, bound, gagged, and stuffed something in their mouth. One you recognize as the carpenter from like 3 doors over, and then there's a man with a large, very stained, kind of like overshirt that's like heavy and got bits of metal flaked all over it, and then a very skinny half-elven woman. They all are gagged, all tied, hands behind their backs, and they're all on their knees. And he just turns and goes, "Oh, well, here's one of them now." And all 3 figures on their knees are like, "Help! Help!"
I think we should put him in the back.
Right. You heard the man? Everyone up. And they're like,
Amazing.
and he takes them further into another back room. And, while he's taking them, he's like, so I've got the carpenter, the blacksmith, and a tattoo artist. Is that all you needed for the day? Or...
Oh, the tattoo artist? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know where they're going, actually, so I can't help that. Yeah, the tattoo artist. There's someone needs a tattoo.
Right.
He's not here right now, though, so he probably should just stick around in the back room.
Sure, I'll keep them entertained for a while. How's that?
Yeah, I don't think you should kill him, though. We don't... Yeah.
Oh, not unless it causes trouble.
The blacksmith, though. Yeah, I can talk to him right now. I need a big spoon.
Sure.
Big fucking spoon.
Okay, he just grabs the blacksmith and, like, pulls him back with, like, fucking Minotaur, so he's big, and he just pulls him and goes, "You can stay and talk. Now, mind your betters, or you'll find yourself missing a tongue. You too." Looks over at the other 2 like, "Let's go." Takes him into another back room. The blacksmith, still tied, looks like,
Oh, yeah, here. There you go.
"Thank you.
right.
What can I do for you?"
I need a giant ass silvered spoon.
"Right. Okay, you could have just stopped by my shop and said, 'Hey, I need a spoon.' How big?"
Big. Like mall size.
"Right. Do you want it just purely silver, or you want it silvered?"
Silver duh.
"Okay, that'll make it cheaper. Not that I would dream of charging you, of course.
No. Yeah.
Right.
You're doing this because you like us.
Right, yeah. I will bear the expenses. Okay. Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew, yeah, he has a way with words, that guy, the Minotaur. I knew it.
I don't know who you're talking about. I've never met a Minotaur in my life.
Oh, you know what? That's completely fine as long as I get my weapon. Whatever happened, happened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, that's completely fine.
It's like very
Okay,
pointedly looking
how
at the
soon am
ground.
I gonna get it?
I will clear the rest of the afternoon and I will have it for you tonight. If you want it that quickly.
Yeah, how do I know that you won't just like run away?
With my promise?
Yeah, you know you look trustworthy. I like it. Here. Cut his bindings open.
Okay. He starts rubbing at his wrists where you see they are chafed. Like he's been struggling against the ropes all fucking morning and they are just red and raw and he's just like, oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, here, have a cookie. It'll make you feel better.
Oh, thank you.
Eat it. Eat it.
Starts eating the cookie. He's like kind of torn because he's literally scared to death. And on the other hand, it's a delicious fucking cookie.
He gets
So
4 temporary hit points too.
yes, he does. So he eats it and he goes, "It's really good."
All right, hold on. Let me look at your face. Okay, I remember your face. Go for it.
Oh, okay.
I'll see you. What's your name?
Eric.
All right, Eric.
Herrick with an H.
Eric, it's fine. See you.
Okay.
I'll see you tonight.
It'll be ready. I promise.
If I'm not here, just put the spoon in here.
Okay. Will do. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Like, turns
Eric.
and leaves, and like immediately as soon as he like gets around the corner, you just hear the frantic, like, instead of like tap 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 from the cement, it's like tap 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 as he's fucking hauling ass.
I'll walk. I gotta go find Scratch. I think he's out front, or he went somewhere. With the other two, just leave them like that. I don't know how else to deal with them.
I'll entertain them.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. All right. Do.
You hear the door close. You just hear muffled as the door closes. You go outside, and where I guess you presumably would catch the last little bit of what Deck and Al were just saying.
Oh, I'm getting a free spoon. They really like me, guys. They like me here.
You guys definitely saw a large blacksmith-looking fellow wearing the apron haul ass past you.
Wait, Scratch isn't here, is he?
No,
It's just Dak.
just Dak. It's just Deck and Al.
Oh,
Sorry,
And
Hey.
Yogurt. Yogurt's there too, I think.
oh yeah.
free?
Yeah. He said he was gonna give it to me for free. He was nice.
How'd you
Nice
manage
guy.
that one?
That was very nice of him.
It wasn't me. It was someone else. But he had a way with words. That's all I know. But he didn't. I'm not even sure. I really don't know. I'm just getting something for free, so I'll take it. I'm getting something for free. I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean everything.
And
you
he
said
had a
was
way
true.
of his word. Yeah.
Yeah,
At no point did I lie.
and
Fuck,
also,
you're right.
uh,
Yeah, shit.
and
You
also,
did know.
Jackerson does seem slightly confused, but yeah,
I'm confused. Yeah, like I was like, that looks normal. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Scratch knows some weird people, so I'm just like, okay, you know.
Jefferson,
Yeah.
what happened? Tell me exactly what happened.
I went in there. There was 3 people, kind of like bound, I guess.
They're
We went
bound?
we went into the back room because if we didn't go into the back room, it'd look bad for like everyone was walking in. They didn't even pay attention to them, I don't think.
oh no, you went into the room where the bodies were.
Oh,
and then
okay,
you
okay, I
told them
was
to
in
go
the-
even further into the back.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was like, so we went further back so they didn't make any noise because they're like muffled and everything like that. But I got a silvered spoon out of it.
Wait, let me get this straight.
I think it's someone who Scratch knows. I'll be honest.
Let me get this straight. There are currently, now that
Yeah.
that person is gone,
Yeah.
2 more bound innocent civilians in the back of our store.
Well, we don't know if they're innocent or anything like that. I just know, like Scratch doesn't deal with the best people, and the blacks or the tattoo artist for Joe's here. I don't know where Joe's at. I was looking for him.
I'm just gonna mutter to myself 4 days and just start walking towards the back of the fucking coffee shop.
Okay, we'll come back to you in a second.
I'll
Scratch and
follow
Joe.
along.
Okay, Scratch and Joe. You make it to a general store where you might be able to find some inks. It is the
I
closest
need
one
the
to
inks and two 20-liter glass containers. Maybe 3.
you. Okay. Helga's Goods is no longer a thing. Where is the other place?
But we have general. We're a general. No, we aren't. Yeah, we still sell
You
general
guys,
stuff.
you guys took over Helga's Goods and basically sell a lot of coffee. There's some
Yeah, that's true.
some things here or there, but yeah, it's pretty much that. Whatever. I'm not going to scroll through my notes and waste a bunch of time. You guys
Cornet's.
make it to a general store. They do
Cornaith
have
Goods.
What's that?
Cornaith Goods.
Thank you. Yes, so Cornaith, the elvish fellow. So you go in there and he's, oh, hello. What can I get for you?
We're looking for some ink, some regular pen and ink.
Right.
And do you have large glass jars?
We do. You looking for more of like a dinnerware serving jar or like a storage jar, like where you would you'd pickle your cucumbers and zucchinis and stuff?
Yeah, like one of those, the biggest ones you've got.
Sure. 5 gallon?
Yes.
That's
Sure.
huge.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yes.
3 of those.
Yes. 3 of those.
Right. Can do.
Make sure the ink is the finest ink for could be used for tattooing purposes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
What color would you like?
Can I get like red and black?
Sure. 2 small canisters of ink, 1 red, 1 black, and 3 5-gallon glass bottles. Got it. The total for that, he looks at his ledger and goes, let's see. That'll be 20 gold pieces for the ink. And then, fuck, how many pints are in a gallon?
For the 4?
8.
8.
8.
So 5 gallons would be 40 pints. 40 divided by 1.5 is 26.66666666.
Repeating,
times
of course.
2. Yeah, of course.
Repeating, of course.
52 gold pieces per jar, so 156 for the jars, and 20 for the ink.
Small parts to play for immortality. 156 plus 20 is what you said?
Yes.
I give him 176 gold pieces.
All right. He hands over the goods, and you have the stuff that you asked for.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Remember, Cornelius Goods, always the best stop for everything you need.
Was that Cornath?
Cornaith.
Nath. Cornaith.
Yes,
Thank you.
Cornaith. I think. I'll have to look it up later.
Zaxar, is this
Yes.
enough ink for a tattoo or 2 tattoos?
Oh, that'll
maybe?
be fine. Yeah. Yeah, that should be enough for 2. Presumably you want the same colors. Unless one person wants black and one person wants red. If you want to split it half and half, that could work as long as both of you want those colors.
I think Joe wants black and red, but
Yeah.
I could get a black and red one.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna go for both, but because I was thinking like I don't know, probably like when I start kind of looking down, probably like at least like my whole arm, and then maybe down this whole side. I don't know, I'm not sure yet.
Right. In that case, you might want to double up on the ink.
All right, let me get 2 more vials.
All right, that'll be another
Yeah.
20 gold pieces.
I'll give him another 20 gold pieces.
Okay. He hands you over the ink, and yeah, you've got your inks.
That's all we needed. That's fantastic.
Excellent. Do you have a place where I could work for an hour to enchant these?
Yeah, let's do it back at the shop. We do everything out of the shop for now.
Right.
We're getting a larger building established, but we need to
Ah.
get some bodies wrangled together for that.
Cool. That sounds amusing.
Literally. Yeah.
Right. All right.
Anyway,
So he walks you guys back to Thunderbucks, where he grabs one of the other drinks that was left on the table when everybody else went inside. Still warm. Smells good still. Takes a sip of it, and the three of you go inside. Where the rest of the party is with Yizik.
Yeah.
So what are you guys all doing when they walk in?
I'm going to be having a very wait, Yizik's the Minotaur?
Yeah.
Be having a very hushed conversation about how if we're asking for people to come work with us, it's best not to kidnap them and instead to bring them here nicely.
Right. Well,
I did get a free spoon though.
You're going to pay for the spoon.
Scratch said he needed a carpenter, he needed a
Yes.
blacksmith, and he needed a
Yeah.
tattoo artist.
Yes.
I brought them. What's the problem?
Oh, no, you did a good job. You got a good blacksmith. I trust him.
It's the way you brought them. We're trying to foster
Sure.
good relations and be pillars of this community so that people can come to our soon to be started merchant guild and know that we will treat them fairly.
Right. I have no interest in fair, and he wasn't really specific in the instructions. I thought it was assumed that he knew what I do.
I mean,
Yeah, I completely understand. See? Lost in translation.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you not remember how you got this place? I stabbed Helga right there.
I remember.
Mud held her down.
Yeah, I'm still a little
yeah.
concerned about Mud over that.
He's fine.
He-
Good chap.
Mud's a good guy.
he's
Are
really
we here
good.
now?
Yeah,
You
you
walk
guys
in
probably
here
you guys
saying,
probably
"Let's
walk
get
in
guy."
just as that. Yeah. He's just like, have you seen the work he's been doing with your sign?
He twirls.
Fantastic.
Really,
Yeah.
at this point, he's almost a wizard at that. And then you just hear Zax go, "Sorry, wait, what? Wizard? What? No."
Yeah, don't be throwing that word around.
My real question is, are they still bound and gagged?
Oh yeah. None
Okay,
of you,
perfect.
unless
That's all.
anybody's
No.
unbound them, I don't gag them.
Are they in the back room still?
Yep, that's
So
where
we
you
don't
guys would
really-
meet up with him.
Oh,
If you guys are
that's-
going,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. Zach, sorry, we have a room in the back you can work with for the enchanting. We're going to head to the back room for
You guys are in the
business
back
dealings.
room
Oh,
because
okay,
that's where
well then,
that's where the two hostages were brought.
got it.
The back room
people?
where the bodies
They're
were.
not hostages.
Sure,
They're
people.
definitely hostages.
The back
I
room was where the
guessed.
bodies were. That's where they originally were. Jackerson brought them to the back room. So that's where you guys would meet up with the party, who's in the back room talking to Yizik about, abducting people.
When everybody else
Oh,
gets
okay.
here is when I would gag them.
And immediately the carpenter's like, "I promise, I won't say anything. I was never here.
look,
I don't know
look,
anything.
look.
I don't know anybody.
Look. Look, this has been a massive misunderstanding.
This
We
is our
need-
carpenter.
I completely
Fantastic.
understand. I completely understand. I didn't
We-
see anything. I didn't hear
No.
anything. I
mean,
won't
you're
tell
already on our
anybody.
payroll. It's okay.
What,
Cookie?
payroll? What do you mean?
Cookie.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
You're here for an
Do I
interview.
have to?
Cookie.
Well, maybe.
He like slowly eats it. It's really good. The
We-
tattoo artist is just like looking at you guys, like one raised eyebrow, like. So, are you guys gonna beat us up, or
No, you're here for a job interview.
We want to pay you,
Oh,
but
Cookie.
the way you got here was not the way that it should have happened.
I was under the impression there was gonna be some torture.
Sorry.
it can
Yizik.
be.
Did you want torture?
Yes.
Yizik, you projected strength, and I appreciate you.
Yeah. Can we get this tattoo artist like a normal job too?
Joe
That's
has
badass.
punches for the
She
tattoo
just looks at you and she's like, What's wrong with tattooing? It's a perfectly reasonable source of income.
Oh, I didn't see that. It's your fondness of torture.
What? I like torture. Is it wrong?
Oh, not at
You're
all.
being a tattoo artist and liking torture. Actually, no, it makes sense. All right, fair
It's
enough.
kind of,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, Scratch, are we having a tattoo artist on our payroll?
We very well might.
I mean, if you guys
Do you
are
need a
getting-
back room to work out of?
Sure.
$100.
Ways.
The only place where you get a tattoo, a hit, and coffee all in one place.
All in the same building.
She's just like,
Guys, I think we just figured out capitalism.
You know what we are?
she just goes, fine.
We're diversified.
I
Nice.
assume
Yes.
somebody wants a tattoo, and they couldn't just come into the shop. I assume
That'd be
somebody's
me.
right. So wanted from the law or some other variation of that. That's why you couldn't come to the shop at a regular hour.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, one of those.
Sure.
Nope.
Okay.
Definitely.
Well, no questions asked. Tell you what, my day has freed up suddenly, so I'll make you a trade. I'll do the work for you, and in exchange for this little debacle, I won't tell anybody, and you could torture me.
Fucking sweet.
You'll still have to pay for the tattoo.
No, that's fine.
The silence comes with torture.
So I want it to be like a magical tattoo, so I have magical ink.
The ink doesn't matter to me. If it's magical, it's magical. If it's not, it's not.
Alright, well, cool.
Right. How are you with
Kinda.
pain?
Uh,
You're not going to turn
I
into a
mean-
little bitch as soon as the needle touches you, are you?
well, no, I mean, I should be fine.
I got here, cookie. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
She goes, right. Looks around, sees a table, and just clears it.
Well, the ink's not quite ready, I don't think, and I pop my head out to the back room, I guess.
Yeah, where Zaxar's got the inks out, and he's just got a book out, and he's like flipping through it and trying to find the right page. She's like, "That's fine. I'm just getting my station set up," and like
All right, perfect.
like literally you hear like glass shattering as stuff that was on the table gets smashed. It's on the floor. And she
That wasn't important.
pulls a chair over a small little table, starts getting her shit set up. The carpenter's just like, what the fuck is happening?
Listen, it's okay. We just wanted to hire you to help renovate our new warehouse.
Right, okay.
That's it. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. We're not going to torture you.
But there's booby traps. In
Unless
the
you want to be
warehouse,
tortured.
There's just dust in the warehouse.
No torture?
Yeah.
Okay.
though. Booby
Maybe
traps in the warehouse.
you go show him the warehouse, you know?
Okay, I don't do well with booby traps, but I can definitely do some repairs and whatever else you need.
Just don't let it torch is all.
I'd have been to this whole tattoo thing. Even if it's not magical.
I don't do tattoos. I just
I'm
work
not
with
talking.
wood. Oh, okay.
Okay, how about this? Where are you located?
Like 2 doors down to the right.
Good, go get your tools.
Okay.
We have work for you.
He sprints out of the fucking place. By now, people
Can
are
I cut-
probably starting to question things as 2 people
have
have
a-
gone sprinting out of Thunderbucks now.
We'll have new front doors by nightfall. It'll be perfect.
Right.
Back door, you mean?
He goes down to the carpenter
Right.
shop and starts getting his stuff. In the shop, Zaxar takes the next hour.
Jay, I grab
What's up?
my spork and I poke the tattooed artist with it.
Okay. She's just like, wow, for a big guy, he's super weak. Just keeps going back to getting
I'm
his
sad
stuff ready.
now. I'm just gonna go leave.
And Zaxar takes the next hour to enchant all of the ink that you brought him. And after the hour is done, he turns to you, Joe, and he goes, well, probably should have set price beforehand, but time and materials. What do you say, 1,000 gold?
Look over to Scratch. I'm assuming I see him still, right? Scratch.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's probably around.
Is that good? Does that break the bank?
I mean, it's reasonable. We
Right.
got the warehouse for free, so a lot of the money that I thought we were going to spend on the warehouse ended up not being spent on the warehouse. I think we could spring 1,000.
All right. Well, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll have extra.
Can you enchant a spoon?
Sure. What do you want it enchanted with?
To catch on fire.
Oh, flame tongue. That's easy.
Flaming spoon, so it hits its own heat source. Oh, it could be cold though too, because then you could cool down. No, heating's better. Heating's better.
That enchantment's a little bit more involved than just enchanting some ink. It also is going to take some time. Unfortunately, I could have the other simulacrums help. Zaxar's much too busy, but the other 2 simulacrums could help. That'll cut down the time. Normally an enchantment like that probably take about 2 weeks. Probably cost 3,000 gold pieces.
Oh god!
But I could have the other 2 simulacrums help. We could cut it down to maybe 3 or 4 days. But that's going to mean they're not going to be working on anything for Zaxar. He's going to want something in exchange for that. It'll probably be about 8,000.
Okay, maybe not that. Maybe we'll come back to that.
Sure, yeah. Anytime.
Actually, if I make Zaxar a really good meal, like a really good meal.
How about a convincingly good meal?
A very impressive meal.
Yeah.
You could
Hey,
take
guys.
that up with him.
Guys, we're missing the clear, obvious choice here.
We can't
Thunderbuck
kidnap him.
for free.
Oh,
Paying Thunderbuck.
damn. Today is a day for good negotiations between
Deck,
Yogurt and
deck.
Deck and kinda Yizik. Yeah.
Kind of is. I like it.
I mean, that was you by product, you know.
I'm not going to take credit.
Yeah. If you guys are good with that.
What do you think, Zaxar? Would you be willing to work for free Thunderbucks?
For like a year.
No, I'd say for more than a year.
He kind of like looks up for a second. You can see him like mentally doing math, and he just goes, "Yeah, assuming that we came every day, and all 4 of us got a drink every single day, that would put us even roughly 40 years from now."
Sounds like a deal.
I don't
That-
see an issue with that.
That is not worth our investment.
Oh.
I mean, we'll be around. We're immortal. Zaxar is magnificent. But
What I'm saying is, if we
Thunderbucks
do this,
might not be around for 40 years. We've seen many startups fail. It usually happens in the first year.
what I'm thinking is, what if we do it for a reduction of your rate? And also, what we can do is you can message ahead when you're about to come, and we can have your order ready to go, so you don't have to wait in line. Almost like it's a message order.
That would mean that one of us would have to expend a very valuable spell slot for the day just to have our message. Then we'd spend another one teleporting here, and then another one getting back. 3 spells every day.
Zaxar the Magnificent, would he not be able to make some sort of object that would do that for him instead of expending a spell slot? So he has like a button.
Of course
pushes
he
it,
could. He's
Then it-
magnificent.
and then it
But
appears on our chart here.
that would mean that he's not working on other things that he wants to be working on.
We could come back to it. I'm good. Or if you, when you go there, just tell him I can make him a really good meal.
I will let him know. I should let you know, out of fairness, though, he never leaves his tower.
You can take the meal to him after I'm done with it.
Right. I will let him know.
All right.
Get tattooing.
All right. I'm going to
Okay, so
get drinks
1,000 gold then?
Oh yeah, for the ink, yes.
I will square that up with the party bank.
All right. He takes 1,000 gold, gets his drinks from the front counter from Aurelie, and then walks out front, and you see him just open up like a little sliver, and then it widens, and you see the interior of a magnificent tower. And then he steps through, and the portal closes up behind him. People are outside, like, that is so cool. Anyway, inside, the tattoo artist, you bring the inks to her, and she just looks at it and goes, right, that'll do. All right, what am I tattooing and where? And who?
I mean, so this is like a question out of character. I'm
Yep.
not really sure, like, what you would allow.
The tattoos are, if I'm not mistaken, they're all +1 or
Elrod?
+2 to each stat,
Oh,
right?
Because there's a lot. There's like
Tasha's
there's-
also has some new tattoos that do it.
Yeah,
there's
Oh yeah,
the-
that's right. Yeah, all
The
the Tashas are cool. The
like Blood Fury.
Yep, if you want it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's the one I've been like eye fucking for like an hour.
Yeah, you can definitely have that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I want to do that, and I wanted to do like one arm down to like one leg or something.
Cool.
how much? Sorry, I kind of wasn't listening when you guys got the ink. How much ink did you get? Enough for 2 people?
I got 4
Enough for 2
vials,
people.
so it
Okay.
should be enough for 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I
Say if
got
there's like
2.
a
I got 2 blacks and 2 reds.
there's like
I don't want one, so draw straws between you guys.
I was gonna say if there's like a tiny little bit left over, I have a funny idea for a tattoo.
Yeah, I mean there should be enough to do. Yeah, I mean I just need to do enough. I don't know how much, because some of the tattoos I was looking and they said they need to be, if it's like legendary, then it needs to be like a lot of your body, basically.
Right.
So I don't know how much you're playing into that.
This one is legendary, so it's gonna take. If this was the one that's going on your arm, it's like a full-on sleeve down to your hand and everything, like literally all the way
Okay,
up
then-
and around.
Yeah, then I'll do that then. I just
Okay.
wanted to do like whatever needed, so it's like if I don't need to do all of that for the ink, then I'll just do like a whole sleeve. That'd
Sure.
be cool.
Yeah. So as you get the ink and stuff, the tattooer pulls out her needles and starts going to town. I need a, let's say, con save. It is very painful. More so in certain spots under the armpit, the wrist, the fleshy spots where it's just straight into bone, no muscle around it. Hurts a lot. A lot of the parts are totally fine. Roughly an hour, because, magic. And most of your sleeve is done. At about the hour mark, you feel attuned to Blood Fury. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
For what it's
Sweet.
worth, I'm replacing the special needle with the special ink because I feel like that's more narratively convenient.
Sure.
Anyway, and then as soon as you're done, the tattoo artist just looks up and goes, "Well, that looks awesome, if I do say so myself," and I do. So, when's the torture?
I love
happening?
it. So about that, first, how much do I owe you?
Probably 1,000.
Ooh, this is rough. Scratch.
It's a very good tattoo.
Oh, I know. It's really nice. Thank you.
I just read the stats on that too. It's worth every penny.
No, I know it's insane,
Yeah.
and it's every day that recharges.
Mm-hmm.
So, Scratch, could you fork over another 1,000 for the lady?
I give her another 1,000, but
Okay.
I could make this way much more worth your while if you want payment in other things.
I like gold. and torture. I'm a simple one.
I can do you buckets on the second one. I know
Sure.
people.
I can't pay my rent with torture, though, so I still have to do that. But I'll definitely take some torture.
Okay, go to the Church of Kalepna.
Right.
Tell them Scratch sent you,
Uh-huh.
and they will give you anything they want. Anything you want.
Excellent. I read about this thing that used to happen with hot pincers.
Yeah, ask to just to go into the back room. Listen for the screaming when you go into the temple.
Excellent. I always wanted to see what a rat would do when it's put under a metal bucket and then heated up.
On or off of a person.
Not your first rodeo, I see. On,
I have
of
attended
course.
many rodeos.
Excellent. This sounds like fun.
Question.
Yeah.
Do the spell rot tattoos fade? It says they do, so they're one-time use.
Spell rot?
Spell rot ones do.
Yes.
Okay. Damn. Never mind then.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say I was gonna get a heart tattoo that says mom and have the spell rot tattoo have shield in it. That would just be so funny.
Well, there is the barrier tattoos.
I didn't even see that one.
Those ones basically give armor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Barrier tattoo. Oh, it's when you aren't wearing armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is also the stat tattoos, isn't there? I can't find them.
I don't know if those are official. Those might be a critical role thing.
Yeah, okay, those are a critical role thing. I'd still allow them, though, if you guys wanted them. Oh. Yeah, no, I just read this. So, Joe, your tattoo covers both your arms and your chest.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like,
Yeah.
I thought I had to do a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, so however much ink you want to use.
Two
for that.
sleeves and the whole chest takes, let's say, 2 vials.
Okay.
Yeah, because the vials are quite large.
There's other tattoos too. It's hard to look them up, but like I see like barrier tattoo.
Yep.
Which is like something that just kind of gives you a boon.
Now, just keep in mind, on your Beyond, you just actually have to attune to it, and it'll show up there.
Yep. I found it, was able to click it, and I have it like on there with the charges now.
Dope. Okay.
Oh my God, there's one that gives you a greater healing potion every day.
Yep.
That's right.
There's some really gnarly ones. So,
fucking
tell you what, how about
rowdy.
we do this? You guys have enough ink for another tattoo if you'd like. But also in the meantime, you've got to figure out what you guys are going to do. So, what we'll do is we'll call it here, because we're like 10 minutes from 10. And you guys can talk amongst yourselves in the off time. And when we come back next week, you can let us know what your plan is and where we'll go from there. So, yeah. Hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Twitch channel. We go live every Monday, 6:30 to 9:30 last 10-ish. Tuesday, 6 to 9-ish. Starting tomorrow, we're playing Princes of the Apocalypse. That's going to be fun. I'm playing in that. Forever DM finally gets to play. It's awesome. Speaking of playing, we also play Dragon Lords on Thursdays, where I get to play in that too. And it is a lot of fun. I'm playing a Minotaur Wizard. Yeah, it's a Minotaur, and it's a wizard. It's awesome. Let's see, what else? That's pretty much all I got. We'll see you next week. Subscribe to Twitch Prime. Love you lots. And if you wouldn't mind, hang out for about a minute or so while I run some ads. If not, it's cool. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.